long as the audio is not clipping, you're pretty good.
It shouldn't be. Hopefully it's not. If it is, sorry.
That'll be all right. You'll figure it out.
Hello and welcome to A Midwest Perspective. I'm your host, Dan Bognar, and today I'm joined by a very special guest, Mr. Kyle Pipiras,
Hey.
making the comeback of 2020. He's a Cinderella story. He's back. Redemption.
I am here.
But yeah, if this is the first episode you're listening to, listen to the previous episode. Unfortunately, Kyle got a little sick in the recording of that one.
We'll talk about it.
But he's back. He's a trooper. Literally the next day, he shot me a text and said, "I'm sorry, that shit happens. I need to get my redemption." And here you are. So
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I do got to start off by saying, when we were setting this whole thing up, actually Mr. Andrew Parrish, another one of our friends, was supposed to come tonight. And as you heard literally 1 minute ago, I did not introduce Mr. Andrew Parrish because he did not show up. So Andrew, if you're listening to this, you're on the spot, man.
Damn.
You're on the spot.
You're calling him out.
I was excited. I haven't seen you in forever. You're getting called out.
Oh, now he has to come. Now he has to come here.
He's got to come.
Yes, he's got to. But the cool thing is he wanted to, I think it would be better too. Him and Max want to do like an Eben Wolf show. They want to like come on and talk about Eben Wolf and like their new ideas and like what direction that they're going, and
Yeah.
you know they want to come and do a joint show and talk about all that. So I think it would probably be better, you know.
I would, yeah, I'd agree. And I was going to say, I know Max, when I was talking to him, there was many a point where he's just like, dude, I wish I want to get into this a little further, but I feel like it would be better if I had Andrew next to me to give his side of the story as well, just to kind of round everything out and like, I don't know, you see both sides, which would be cool. I could definitely see that. But regardless, I got Mr. Kyle.
I am here. Yes, redemption time.
Redemption.
Yeah. Again, I mean, I want to apologize right away. Last time, and
No apologies needed.
Nah, I feel bad. This is your show, and I was so ready to come here and like talk with Max and like just have a good conversation, and the whole way here was totally fine, and then when we got here, everything just kind of like hit me all at once, you know. I don't know how in depth you want me to go into it. I'll give the full detailed story. I don't know. This
Whatever
kid
you
show,
want to tell.
This is censored. Kid
Whatever
show.
you want to tell. On YouTube, it is marked explicit.
It's you and your show, so I don't know.
Oh, I don't care. I'm not you. You can say
Well,
whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, I got a little intoxicated off of an edible. I had little gummy bear or whatever that I was told it was between like maybe 20-25 milligrams, and that's usually like my breaking point.
Amount.
That's usually
That's a decent amount.
I can gauge it and be responsible with that, and it's a good feeling because I'm a pretty big dude.
Sure.
I mean, 6'4".
Sure.
So I mean, it
takes a little bit.
Takes a little bit to get me going.
Yeah.
But I got home from work kind of late, came home and ate an edible right away. Ate it right away.
Damn.
And I should have ate something too. I didn't feel like I needed to eat anything, but then as time went on, I was like, I probably should have ate something.
Yeah, need something in the stomach.
Just kind of empty stomach, ate the gummy, and then it was hitting me pretty hard. Started feeling like it was more like a 40 to 50 milligram. So I was like, oh shit.
Dang.
I was like, what did I get myself into? It was funny too because I convinced Max to eat one as well, but he ate food, so like he had a good base going already, and it mixed well, and it got him high, but he was able to keep it down. Me, that gummy hit my stomach, and it was just the only thing that I had.
Oh
yeah, I got sick, everything, but like the whole time coming here, I just felt it creeping up more and more, and I felt fine. I was like, oh shit, this is actually a little bit more stronger than I thought.
Right.
He's freaking out in the car because he's like, he doesn't like to talk around people high. You know, he doesn't like to like.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't like to talk.
Kind of shuts down a little bit.
Yeah, he says his whole thing is like it just kind of like makes him feel like awkward and like more introverted.
Which is fair.
But I don't know. I feel like he did fine when he was here. So
I think he was definitely nervous at first.
Yeah.
We'll let him speak to it, but no, as our conversation went on and you like eased into it and like whatever. Oh yeah, I mean, I could tell that like he was loving it.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing is like he was so scared, so nervous on his way over here.
That's how everybody is. They're like, I asked them like, dude, you should come on. Let's do a podcast together. And every single person is just like, I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm like, well, wait a minute, dude. Like, we're just having a conversation. That's
all
like,
it is.
It's literally all it is.
Yeah. But I think it's the idea of being recorded and it actually
That's
being
true.
put out
That's
there.
true.
That's just kind of like what.
It's a little nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah. But I mean, not only that though. I mean, just him in general, like,
Sure.
like talking to anybody, a little bit high. Like he's kind of more introverted.
Sure.
But though, I mean, he was freaking out about it. Then he got here and he totally opened up and it's totally fine, which is exactly what I told him was going to happen. And what always happens with pretty much anybody. You know, you freak out, but then when you're actually there doing it, you're there doing it.
You're all right.
Yeah, but the whole way here, he was freaking out, and I'm totally chill about it. I was like excited to come on here.
Oh yeah.
And then got here, and then it just slowly started to creep in more and more. And then as soon as we sat down, I don't know, it all hit me at once. No food.
It's warm in here.
No, it just hit me. And Max told me he's like, yeah, I saw your face was just real pale.
You went pale.
Yeah. And I just I got a little sick, had to leave. So. Again, either way, it's a rookie mistake. I feel like it's a rookie mistake. I apologize.
It happens. Yeah. No. Stuff your sorries in a sack.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you coming back. That's for sure.
No, of course.
The people wanted it.
Hey, I had to get a redemption. I have to say, say my piece.
Amen.
So,
well, cheers.
Cheers.
I know Kyle brought along some fancy beers to have while we're drinking, or while we're talking, I should say. What one is that one?
This is like, oh crap, I don't know. It's from the Brewing Project, is the company. This one's like more of a mango hazy IPA.
Damn.
It's pretty good, and I don't even like IPAs too much. And it's not like this is just a random one that I picked out.
I've said that about IPAs since I've turned 21 and have like drank more than Busch Light.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I enjoy an IPA. I really do. And
I think it's got to be the right one.
It's got to be. There's certain ones out there that some of them give me a headache, like straight away. I don't know what it is in them or like what they're made out of, but like too hoppy, immediate headache. And other ones, I noticed the hazy IPAs, delicious, absolutely delicious. Or I think they make like a juicy IPA or something like that.
Yeah.
Where it's a little fruitier. Delicious. Can drink those all day.
I mean, in general, like the fruited sours are like kind of what are my go-tos. And I just within this past year learned what even kind of beer I like. Like I mean, I've always been a person of like quality.
Sure.
So I don't really Miller Lite, Coors Light, Busch Light, all that stuff. It doesn't taste good to me, and that's what I go for is taste, And I don't give a shit about anybody saying, "Oh, it's a girly drink" or something like that. Like,
no,
who cares?
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
And you only live once.
Yeah, I'm here partying right there with you.
Yeah,
bud. What are you drinking? Get your piss water out of here.
Yeah, I love, and if it's a little bit more expensive, so what? I mean, I don't typically drink on a regular basis anyway, so it doesn't take much to start to make me like feel a little buzzed.
Sure.
And also, it's just I don't know. I just like the taste. I go after taste. I go after flavor. I go after experience. I don't really go for like I'm not drinking to just get drunk and.
See, I think that's the major key right there. Is like if I'm drinking to get drunk or like get a buzz on or whatever, I'll go light beer all day, 100%. But I mean, if I'm chilling and during like a game night or something, or even like. I don't know, watching the Packers or something. Like, yeah, I'll get something a little more that you can sip on throughout and like
I
enjoy
like
a little more. Yeah,
I like the sip.
I feel that. I feel that for sure. But is that one good? Do you like
this
it?
one's for you. I mean, you want to try it?
Do you mind?
I don't care.
We're in COVID season here. We're
what
6
is-
feet apart, I think.
I think that's enough. I mean,
Go gadget, extendo arms. Thank you.
It's still real life to me. COVID is weird. It's
That is good. Wow.
that's pretty good.
It's like, I don't want to say thick, but you ever had like pineapple juice?
Oh yeah, I love.
Where it's like
juice.
a little thicker.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. Not like pulpy by any means, but like kind of a little thick. I don't know. I like it though. It's delicious.
Yeah,
that is
pretty
absolutely
good.
delicious.
Honestly, I don't know if I like it. I don't know. I like it either just the same or a little bit more than the last one I had.
Fair enough. What's the last one you had?
That
That
one
was the sour.
Yeah, that was that fruited sour. It was like apricot, raspberry, graham cracker, vanilla flavor.
That's right. Yeah, it was like raspberry pie flavored. Yeah.
Yeah, raspberry pie. It's a weird combination, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Damn. Hell yeah.
But it's super expensive for beer. It's the most I've ever paid for beer, and it was just a 4-pack. It's $25.
$25.
It's ridiculous.
For a 4-pack.
Ridiculous. But again, man of quality.
I mean, it's flavor.
Yeah.
It's flavor. Dude, people pay $25 for a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Same difference. Just about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if that's what you're going to be sipping on or drinking for the night or however long, like, yeah, I could see it.
Yeah. I mean, when I drink in general, I think I usually go for a nice cognac. That's what I normally do is like a liquor. I'm more of a liquor drinker than a beer drinker. I've just been getting into these types of beers, and like when I first started to get into them, I was like strictly shopping on the logo, like the cover, like the image.
Oh, sure.
You know, just like what can
Judging
looks
the book
coolest.
by the cover.
Yeah,
by
like
its
what
cover.
can looks the coolest.
That's kind of the way you got to do it, though.
No, I've tried Fantasy Factory because they have like some of the coolest designs.
Oh yeah,
Terrible.
I'm not a fan.
Terrible. I don't know how people can actually like look to that.
rave about it. Rave about it. I don't understand.
It's terrible. I could not drink it. I like the logo. I like the color. I like the print that they have on the bottles and everything in the box. But no, not for me.
Not into it. Me neither.
No.
Not about it. Or is Fantasy Factory who makes Gumball Head?
Yeah. Wait, do they? I don't know.
Or is that somebody else? I don't know. I know Gumball Head people rave about, and it's like, $13 for a 4-pack or something like that.
I think that might be different.
Not about that one either. I don't know.
think I've had that one, but I mean, if you're
Meh.
saying it's bad, I'm not gonna try it.
It's pretty meh, in my opinion. But I don't know. I don't see well. I don't hear well. But I feel like I taste real well. So
It's because your other senses are.
Yeah, this one it gets heightened.
It gets heightened. Yep. Yeah. So I mean, but like I mean, recently with shopping for beer, I go and I've been like looking like specifically at the label to read like what it is and like what kind of flavors are in it, and anything that is like more of a fruited sour. I don't know names of like of the beers or of like the companies or the breweries.
Sure.
So I mean, that's still something that I'm like kind of like trying to learn more. This one, I know I've gotten a few of them from the Brewing Project, and they're pretty good.
Damn.
Then Untitled Art. Those are the two that I do know because I kind of like, have seen a few of them. I've bought a few of them, and they're pretty solid every time.
Yeah.
So I kind of like look to see what those are like, but then I branch out and I like try one-off ones, and I mean, I'm just on the prowl for like the perfect beer. Haven't found it, but I've had some pretty interesting stuff.
That's fair. Have you ever heard of and or been to Mobcraft?
Heard of Mobcraft, never been.
Never been. It's based out of Milwaukee.
Okay.
I actually want to say, because I went to Whitewater, that a guy from Whitewater started it like in college.
Oh yeah.
And like this brewery, it's called Mobcraft because they will literally put out, and like the mob part is like you can go online and like I can create my own flavor of like beer that I want them to make. And like you can choose like the style. So if it's like an IPA or like a lager or a pilsner or a sour or whatever other ones are out there. and then like literally write in like your flavors that you want. Like I want toasted marshmallow and chocolate porter or something like that.
What?
And like they'll put it out on their website and like tournament style like decide like, all right, this is the next flavor that we're making. And so they'll like pit people up against each other and let the public like decide like, all right, vote on which one do you want, like what should our next release be,
what sounds the best, and then vote for that. Oh man.
And so like, dude, they've made some wild ones, like,
but is it the
absolutely wild limited run?
Okay.
The ones that are like a hit, I'm pretty sure they do keep around. Okay. And like add it to like their normal rotation of beers. Nice. But they have a place in Milwaukee. It's actually a really cool bar, kind of by the Harley Davidson Museum, I'm pretty sure. Okay. You can like, awesome bar and like drink all their beers or like go for a tour or whatever. And like, yeah, it's actually kind of cool. Like they've made some really good ones. The last one I remember had like coconut in it that I had tried like at their brewery. And it was delicious. It was like a coconut. I don't think it was maybe it was a porter. It was coconut and something else porter. And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, they make all different like kinds of everything. So that might be a place to try out because you might actually find something like, holy cow, I never knew this was even a flavor. Yeah,
that sounds like that would be something.
And they're right in Milwaukee.
Yeah. So where about in Milwaukee?
Right by the Harley Davidson.
Oh wait, duh, yeah, said that. My bad.
yeah, right down there. Yeah. But I know they do sell like 6-packs and stuff like in stores sometimes as well. Yeah, for like their super popular ones or whatever.
Oh, okay, we'll have to look at that. Woodman's.
Good stuff. Yeah, Woodman's, the liquor mall.
For real, they have so much to choose from. So much beer and so much liquor and so much wine.
True.
They have everything.
They have got it all.
Yeah.
But no, have you ever had a pumpkin beer?
I mean, I've had Leinenkugel's pumpkin beer, pumpkin spice beer, or whatever, once before. It was all right, but nothing like too
crazy for it.
No.
Fair enough.
The whole pumpkin spice hype is.
Oh, I'm all for it.
You're all for it?
Give me pumpkin everything. 100%.
Thanksgiving, like my aunt makes like a pumpkin roll.
That's like the end of the season.
But that's the only time
a pumpkin roll though.
Yeah, with like cream cheese frosting on the inside.
Whoa, is it like a cake or like a bread?
It's like a cake roll with
damn,
like frosting on the inside, and then you just it's so good.
Hell yeah!
But that's like the only time that I like really enjoy it, like pumpkin spice coffee and pumpkin spice this, that, blah blah. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Dang.
But I love this. I love fall. I love autumn. It's just kind of like
spooky season, man.
Well, it's spooky season, yeah. But it's kind of like signifies like, you know, new beginnings. You know, kind of, you know.
That's
with,
true.
Max and I were talking about this the other day too. With fall, like every, you know, as you grow up, you like fall is kind of like the start of the school year.
True.
So with that, it's like you're starting a new year, a new like grade, a new level. You're leveling up. So like
interesting.
Every year, every autumn, it's like a new level up from what you were the year before.
That's interesting.
And you keep that mentality throughout school, and you keep leveling up, and you keep going places, and you keep, you know,
progressing.
Keep progressing.
Yeah, keep learning.
Each fall is like, you know, it signifies a new beginning because it's the end of something like previously with fall, obviously, and then spring they say is like, you know, for new beginnings and everything. But, you know, with growing up, going through school, like fall was the new start of everything.
That's wild. Yeah. That's absolutely wild. I've always felt that way myself as well. Like fall, dude, fuck yeah, I'm excited for fall every year because just that reason. It's a new beginning. It's like starting fresh, but I could never pinpoint why I felt like that.
That's because
until school. Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yeah, and like, honestly, right, like
I got my fresh fit on.
Yeah,
I got my sharpened pencils. Got my brand new pens.
Ready to go.
Brand new notebooks I haven't drawn on the cover yet. Let's go.
Yeah. It's almost like with fall, it's like, you know, you have to like start, you know, preparing for winter. You know, you're thinking like,
that's true.
What are you gonna do personally? For me, like every year like begins like a new level of like ideas within music and stuff. You know, what direction am I going to go, and what am I going to do for projects and stuff like this year? Like, what kind of, like, you know, goals can I set for myself?
Fair.
And then, you know, get that all set up here during the fall time, and during winter, it's like, you know, just work through it. Because, I mean, what else are you going to do in the Midwest in the wintertime? I mean, you can go and go hiking on places and stuff too if you're like super bundled up, but it's pretty cold.
It's pretty cold. You're inside. You might go bowling. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe hiking during the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a nice melty day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lions Den. I've been to Lions Den a bunch when it's
Lions Den is dope.
All snowy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Way cool.
There's so many people there though now every time I go.
Which is wild. I remember back in the day when I used to go, there was literally nobody. You'd be like, whoa, there's one other person here?
Yeah.
Howdy.
Every time I go now, it's
crowded,
and there's cars parked all the way out, like on the street over there. And
that's ridiculous.
It's annoying. It's like
that's
I go there, I'm like, not even worth it.
No, for real. That's when you go to, I don't even know where, the what do they call it? Whatever forest. Can't think of it. Doesn't matter. Kettle Moraine. Yeah.
Yeah, Kettle Moraine's cool.
You just park and venture forth. That's what was nice. Yeah, I was just talking. I went to Whitewater for school, and like that's right in the heart of the Kettle Moraine, and like even going to it, you like literally follow like paths of like hills and like wooded areas. It's gorgeous, and like you could literally they had a bunch of just like park stop off. There's some like cross country skiing trails that you could take.
Nice.
And yeah, it was an awesome just like place to just have like right there.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
Yeah, I like that we have like a pretty good balance here in Wisconsin of
for sure.
You know, city and nature life, you know, and I feel like for the most part, you know, Wisconsinites are pretty active. You know, during the warmer months, say. We take advantage of the nice weather.
Oh hell yeah!
Doesn't mean that we stop doing stuff in the winter. It just kind of means that like less people do it because
true.
You can't. Not everybody can handle the cold, for one, and two, like I don't know. I feel like you need to spend some decent amount of money to get some like fun toys throughout the winter. Like you got to like snowmobiling is not cheap. But it's fun.
True.
Got to know somebody who has it.
Right.
That's pretty much how you could do it. But you know, and then also it's like all like the real good snow gear and everything. That's not cheap either.
Nope.
So.
Nope.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can do it, it's fun. It's cool.
True.
You see like. Being out in the white winter, it's really pretty.
That's true. That is true. But if not, you got puzzles and board games.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Drive yourself crazy.
For real.
Fucking name.
Seriously. That's cool, though. And especially with, like, the music thing that you're talking about. Like, this is the time that you, like, start to plot and, you know, what am I going to do? So what are you going to do? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, I mean...
What's on the rise? I know you've... DJ'd or make music, produce music.
All the above.
I'm not sure the term. Yeah.
All the above.
I'm unfamiliar with said industry.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just kind of like a hobby that I started to get into more and more over the years. From high school until now, it's just, I've always been a fan of music.
Oh, yeah.
I've gone through a lot of different changes in my life.
Sure.
And a lot of stuff has happened, and music kind of has helped me get through a lot of it. I just plug myself in to, you know, either my computer, like listening through there, or on my phone or whatever, my iPod. I still have an iPod, classic.
Hell yeah.
So I still have music on. I still listen to that.
I wish. I think I still do have mine as well, but I think I might have dropped it too many times.
Ooh.
Where like... Unless you have it, it needs to be always plugged in, and the plug needs to be at like a certain angle for it to like stay on and work.
Oh man! Well, does the like the USB port on the bottom of it does that still work? Can you plug that in?
That's what I'm saying. Like it needs to be like
not like
constantly
the aux,
charging.
Not the auxiliary port.
Both. Like it needs to be charging while it's like through the aux. Yeah.
Oh man.
Like it's dead.
Oh man.
I've actually seen, speaking of iPod Classics, there's a company out there that is putting like terabyte SD cards into iPod Classic like cases,
Okay.
and then running their own software through it. So like it's the same thing as an iPod Classic, but it's just like their software. So it's not like the Apple
Right. But
whatever
it still
list.
functions a similar
Oh, it's still
way.
a music player. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, they're putting like terabyte
That's amazing.
little microchips. So you can literally have.
How much?
I honestly have no idea. I think it's
buy
actually pretty
one.
cheap, like $150 maybe.
I will buy one.
And like, yeah, it's just this company that they literally use the shell, like the little spinny wheel still
Yeah.
works and everything,
Nice.
like for the volume and like the buttons to skip
That's
songs
amazing.
and play and pause and go back. But yeah, they definitely, yeah, it's like the same exact thing, but they're putting like way more storage in.
That's amazing. Oh man.
And it probably has like a better screen or something. I don't know. You could probably like actually play movies off of it.
Sure.
I remember
What would be cool is if it had Bluetooth capability too.
it might. I wouldn't put them past them.
That'd be
like,
cool.
why would you not?
I mean, at this
My
point,
computer's Bluetooth. Like, there's just a little thing in there that makes it Bluetooth.
your whole computer.
Like, I could hook that computer up and connect it to the receiver to play music.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, dude, it's just like a little plug-in that you just plug into your computer.
Huh.
Laptops are all Bluetooth as well.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what like it was like. You can use it for just like connecting to like speakers and stuff too.
Oh
But
yeah.
it was more so for like for your just like your mouse or something. I was like, you know, computer mice now are Bluetooth.
Yeah.
compatible,
No,
so-
when I'm working, I got my work laptop and battle station right next to us here, and yeah, I hook up my laptop to the receiver and just like play Spotify through it.
Oh no.
And then
shit.
like it's funny when I get like a notification for like a chat or something, the whole room is just like doodle-doo-ding.
Oh shit.
I'm just like, whoa, wait a minute.
That's cool.
But I never miss a chat. That's why.
Well, there you go. There you go.
But yeah, no, it's really cool. But yeah, what are you working on?
So yeah, where we leave off? What did I say before? I can't remember.
Music. You explain a little bit of background, how you got into
Oh
it.
yeah, okay. Sorry. Yeah, so going through life, a lot of stuff has happened. Music has helped me get through a lot of it,
Oh
and
yeah.
it just, I kind of gravitated more so towards like the hip hop, rap, and electronic type of music,
Sure.
and that's kind of like where my mindset went to is I want to learn how to make this because I just love the beat, I love the bass, I love the melodies, the cool like odd sounds that people create. It's
True.
unbelievable what people do, and it fascinates me, and just like the structure of a song and trying to create new music. It's endless. Like there's
Oh, yeah.
so many things that you can do, and you think like even with all like the people that are all on the radio and everything, and you think like oh yeah, they got a good song, they probably spent so much time. They probably have made like 500 other tracks around that,
Right. Right.
so it's like there's and then like each one's sounding unique too, and they think of all the people that are also into this type of profession or hobby.
Yeah.
Their ideas and their sounds that they create, it's endless. There's
True.
so many things that you can do with it, and that's what fascinates me.
And that's yeah. No, seriously. It's almost like making your own color, coming up with your own color.
Oh yeah.
Like visually, I can see what I can see. I know, what's a table that could be like a genre or whatever. And like you're literally making something new that nobody's ever heard before. Whereas like
Exactly.
if you could make your own color, which would be dope, that like nobody's ever seen before, that'd be cool as well. And like it's kind of similar in that sort of sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good way of describing it, is creating your own color. I mean, everybody's different, so everybody's got their own color, and
Yeah.
you're
And
just
everybody's got
like
their own taste
creating
as
it.
well.
Yeah.
Some people aren't going to like it. Some people are going to love it.
Yeah. I mean, the more you do it, the more you really fine tune your sound.
Right. Right.
And the more you kind of like perfect your craft. I mean, as with anything that anybody can do. the more practice makes perfect. You know,
the experiment
or close to perfect.
And that's something that I find interesting, especially like listening to different like bands or groups or whoever, and like you listen to like their first album compared to like their latest album, and they sound completely different. Like a lot of times even different genres. And it's just like, you know what, that's like a musician who is literally, this is what I'm feeling at this time, this is, you know, whatever, this is what I'm creating.
Kid Cudi's a great example.
Kid Cudi's a great example.
Great example of that. I mean, he has changed directions and gone places that like you wouldn't think of for an artist, and he's experimented, he's put himself out there.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's done really well and done really not so well.
But a few songs are like not about it.
but see, it's with that type of you know, bravery to do that, to like be strong enough to just try something new and put it out there.
Right.
Because he started out pretty well, you know, with the was that A Kid Named Cudi mixtape, and
Cudi, yep.
You know, I'm sure he's had other projects before that, but then Man on the Moon 1 and 2.
Yeah. I think this was like its 10-year anniversary or something.
Really?
I want to say I saw something about it.
Wow.
This year is like something anniversary wise. I'm pretty sure.
It would make sense. I feel like I got into Cudi in like 2010, so yeah. But I mean, for him to go through, he had a bunch of different projects, and then Speeding Bullet to Heaven kind of like threw me off. Or no, Wizard was another one that was like kind of was like the start of like the I don't know, a little
different,
yeah.
It's not what I'm used to.
You know, a couple other EPs and everything, but you know, through and through, I mean, I respect for like, you know, what he's done and how he's changed his style up and put himself out there and tried new things. And from doing that, it's really helped create some of this new music that is just like it sounds crazy, you know. It's awesome.
True.
Kids See Ghosts.
Kids See Ghosts with Kanye West.
Yeah, listen to that. That one is
that was a phenomenal album.
I love it.
I love that.
It's so good, and it's just so different, you know.
That very true. I remember. Yeah, I think I was on Reddit and I saw like they just released it or whatever, and like I had no idea they even like working on it, and like I immediately downloaded it and went for a run, and like
it's not that long.
It's not that long. Listened to the whole thing I think like twice at least, and like enjoyed it through and through. Yeah,
and the art, like the cover art for it too, is so cool. Like,
did they make a second one of those, or
Kids See Ghosts 2?
Yeah. Are they coming out with another one? I think that
they are saying that they're working on it.
They're working on something? I was going to say, I thought I read something.
I hope
that they're working on it, or it had come out already. Yeah. Excited for that.
Waiting for Man on the Moon 3. Where's that coming out?
That too.
I thought Man on the Moon was supposed to be a trilogy.
True. And speaking of Kanye West, he said he's not creating music
until I saw that.
He gets off his label.
I saw that.
Sony or something or whomever. But like, I don't know. Do you know about like labels and like the drama? I guess it's like a contract, like any contract. I would assume.
Like, I know a little bit, and it's funny that you say this because I was talking to a guy, you know, through work, and he's in North Carolina. He is a music producer.
Dope.
And he was telling me about like the industry and everything. I mean, by the end of the conversation, he actually gave me his number, and he's like, he asked me for my number because he's like, dude, like, I don't care if you're gonna get in trouble for this, just like, you know,
sick.
You know, what's your number? Because I'm gonna reach out to you and help you out with like helping you with your music and stuff too. Just, like, it felt like the conversation that I had with him was almost like a type of conversation that you would have with a producer that you have to pay for a meet and greet for.
Sure.
And you ask like interview questions or something, you know, like trying to like get different styles and techniques and his advice on everything, and it was awesome.
Damn, but hell yeah.
You know, he was telling me about the industry, how he, you know, got, you know, kind of disgusted with, you know, the way that things were run because these labels would come into the studio and they would totally talk up these artists and act like, yeah, you know, this is gonna be great. We're gonna the next big thing. You know, we're gonna do a couple sessions here. We're gonna make your album. We're gonna release it. Blah blah, this and that. And then they never do it because really, they just wanted to buy out that person to stop them from coming up because they already were working with an artist that they were trying to promote that is similar to the sound that this other person was having.
Really?
So they've already kind of like planned things out, and they're just like, okay,
Really?
these two people kind of sound the same. This person has more of the look and the image and the feel that we're gonna go on with, so we're gonna go with them. But we're gonna buy both of them. We're gonna give both of them contracts. Take complete control of their music and their creative like ability, and you know, just make this project to occupy their time, and then just never release it. And then so
really,
you know, yeah. So these people are like full of energy and life, and they think they're doing so well. And it's awesome, and they're getting this. Right. They're getting them like some, you know, probably decent money to do it, because for these record labels, they make tons of money. They're just like throwing that away to like promote another guy. They're gonna make 10 times the money that they would have fucking made with, you know, just buying the other guy out.
Here's 20 grand, go make an album
or something like, or
you know,
like, you know,
whatever,
something like that. So yeah, they would do that though, and he was telling me that it was disgusting, and he couldn't say anything. You know, they couldn't say anything, and he just was like, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. So he started doing his own thing. He's like, I want to just, you know, do it for me and be with artists that are here to appreciate the music and have fun with it. So, you know, that's when he started. That's what he kind of like branched out and did his own thing. But yeah, that's the industry, is they'll do shady stuff like that.
Interesting. So do music labels like own their producers, or do producers just work in studios and like you go to those producers to like, hey, I need you to, you know, do the mixing, do like the production of this album.
Both ways. I'm sure it works both ways.
Like, could you just own your own studio and people come to you like, hey, I got this sound, like,
yeah, I mean, if you have the money to do it, you can
master mixing or whatever. I don't know what a producer produces.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what all goes into it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, there's
at least recording this is literally one button click. That's about the extent of my knowledge.
You can even like really get in here and really edit things out and clips, you know, clip stuff that you don't want, or add stuff that you do.
I've tried my best to clip things, and
hey, the more that you do it, the better you get at it.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like copy and pasting. That's really all I'm doing.
Vocals here. You're just recording people talking.
That's true. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's real easy. Like I said, one button click. Yeah. But music, I mean, I'm just in my mind thinking of just like the giant soundboards with all the different level like switches, and
all you gotta know is you gotta know one. You just gotta know one of those sections, and then it's just the same thing on different channels. It's like repeated like 30 some times.
Damn.
But if you know what the operations are for one of those,
just like one
channel for one strip, you know how that works. You know how to route stuff. You can apply the same type of like technique to the rest of the channels.
Fair.
And that's just all it is.
Damn.
And it's just, but you gotta like learn, you know, what sounds good with what other sound, and like, you know, having like the quality effects, like quality reverb machines or EQs, and like really getting like really professional with it.
Yeah.
You could totally tell like within the music.
Oh yeah.
It totally makes a difference versus like just plugins on your computer that you just have, you know, just within the software itself, you know, hardware versus software. You can hear it.
Dang, for real. I was gonna say, especially, I mean, in your music production, do you like record live instruments or like live sounds, or is it more of like the different levels, the different instruments? Like, I'm thinking, have you ever heard of Pogo?
Pogo.
He
like
he does a cool thing. He like remixes movies, and so it'll take like sound bits from movies, like any movie. A lot of them are like Disney movies.
Okay.
But like totally like make just like this like unbelievable like beat, and then use like sound bites from the movies. I'll show you a few. They're awesome, to be honest with you. They sound fantastic.
I feel like I feel like I've heard of it before, but I honestly think you brought it up to me like a while ago. Pogo.
Maybe.
It sounds familiar. But yeah, I'm sure when you show me, I'd be able to recognize it. Be like, oh yeah, I know this.
It's super cool, and he's got a few music videos where it's literally just like the whatever program he's using. Like is Pro Studio one or like
the Pro Tools.
Pro Tools. Yeah. And it'll show just like the bars of music just like going by and the different sounds like coming in at like different levels. It's hard to explain, but you know what I'm talking about though.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, it's
so when
it's
you
fun.
make music, is it kind of like that, where you can like bring in whatever you want, wherever you want, at what tempo, at what like.
Honestly, you know, Max asked me the same thing. And it's like the possibilities are endless. Like you can do whatever you want with music and sound. When I make music, I use a software called Ableton.
Sure.
That's, you know, my favorite digital audio workstation, the DAW. My favorite DAW. I don't know, I just like the way that it looks and the way that I can really like organize a track and everything and like the feel of it. Excuse me. And I don't know, I just like there's samples that you can throw in there or you can record in there. Yeah. I have a song that I actually did a project for in school. It was my like end of like my final project in school was to make a song, and I actually like partnered with a kid in my class, and he did the guitar riffs, and he did, you know, multiple different takes. Damn. And I just kind of chopped it all up and made it like one progressive song. Yeah, it turned out really cool. It's called Parting Gift. It's on my SoundCloud. I do have a SoundCloud.
What's it at? What's the handle?
Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope. I think.
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope.
Look them up. I'm about to look them up. That's dope.
Make sure I have it spelled right. I changed the spelling recently because I was like, it's too much. It did have the spelling Kyle.
Oh shit.
Idoscope. Kyle Idoscope. So I did have it. I that
I like
way.
that. Hell
it
yeah.
was Kyle Idozkope. That's how I had it before.
Okay.
But I was like, that's too much.
It's a little bit there.
It's a little too much. But it's creative though.
Kaleidoscope.
I thought it was cool.
I like it a lot. I do.
But then I changed it. I changed the spelling to Kali and then Dozkope.
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope.
That's dope.
Yeah. So I did have that before.
Damn.
That's my name. But yeah, no. So that's my SoundCloud. I've got a couple songs on there. The one Parting Gift. That's the one that I did with my buddy from school.
Tight. That's in college.
Yeah, and Madison Media Institute.
Yeah.
That was fun, dude. It was cool. I like. School is a trip. Like going to college, just for me, did not have a good experience. Like no? I was so lost in school. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do. I first went to MATC.
Sure.
And then like I had a lot of different stuff going on with my life. My parents were going through a divorce. My cousin passed away. Damn. I was not focused on school at all. And I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drop out. I'm just gonna work. Just gonna focus on that and just make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
So I did. I worked for a good like year and a half, 2 years after high school, and then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go back to school. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I did. I went back to UW Milwaukee, and I wanted to do something within music production, and they told me that they, you know, had classes for music production.
Yeah.
They did not.
No.
You know, they did not. And their music was more so of like you have to play an instrument and perform it in front of judges, and then if you're good enough, then you could be entered into their music program. And I was like, I don't play any instruments, you know, like I wish I spent my childhood learning how to play an instrument. I actually, when I first moved here to Wisconsin, because I'm technically not originally from Wisconsin. We can get into that too.
No,
and
also,
I have a story to tell you. Oh, well, I do have a story to tell you about my last name. So remind me to tell you about that.
Oh, I'm very curious. So I need to know how I'm right and everybody else is wrong. Just kidding.
So, shit, where were we now?
You're in school.
Oh yeah, I don't play an instrument. When I moved up here into Wisconsin, I was right at the start of 6th grade. So it's like when everybody was merging together at Kennedy. So it was like a good time for me. Kind of an awkward time for my brother because he was starting in elementary school.
Do you have
in a new
brother?
place. I have a younger brother. Yes.
I didn't know that.
I have a younger brother.
How old is he? Or how many? What's the age difference?
He just turned 24.
Oh,
on
right.
September 9th. So 3 years.
3 years apart. Dude, that's how me and my brother are.
Nice.
I'm 3 years younger than him.
Nice.
He's turning 30 in 4 days. Happy birthday, Mike.
Happy birthday.
September 21st.
I think I met him once with Riley at the butterfly event.
Oh, yeah.
With the Monarchs.
I'm sure. Yeah. I don't think I was there, but yeah. I remember him talking about that or mentioning it. That was in Tosa?
It was a couple years ago. Yeah. Right where those newer apartments were.
Yeah.
Weren't those like a mental hospital before or something? That area?
I don't remember. I wasn't there. I don't remember the event, but yeah, I know they were trying to preserve whatever area they were in because it was native plants and butterflies were hibernating there, or well, not hibernating, but
migrate. They migrate because monarch butterflies are so fascinating.
Monarch butterflies are the dopest thing on this planet.
They fucking.
Dude, they know they migrate.
Migrate, yes. That's the word.
Yeah.
I just said it. I lost it. Yeah, they're little butterflies and they migrate.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
And they all go to the same place.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
From all around the United States.
Could you imagine going
there? Nobody can explain it. Nobody knows why.
Could you imagine going there at the time that they migrate and just seeing all these butterflies?
It'd be terrifying.
Terrifying?
Oh my God, dude. Listen, I love a good butterfly. But if I saw tens of thousands of butterflies of any bug, I'm out, dude. I'm out.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Butterflies, 10,000 butterflies. I feel like I would just look up. I would just laugh. I'd be like, holy shit.
I mean, it is good to know that, they're butterflies. They're super
it's
fragile.
one of the most less. It's one of the less threatening of the insects. And I was like,
that is true.
They're not. Well, I mean, in realistically, you're bigger than the bug, so it's you can just squish it.
Whatever.
Yeah, if you wanted to. But I mean, of all the different bugs that are out there,
butterflies are
just
worries.
They're oh, they're so pretty.
For real.
Oh, and they're just so delicate.
Flower. Yeah.
They're so delicate. Plus, I don't think they want to land on you. I'm pretty sure they taste with their feet, don't they?
I mean,
so they don't want to land on you and taste your fucking
even
sweaty
if they
human.
do land on you, they don't sting.
No, they don't.
Do anything. They don't cause a rash or anything.
They're not gonna do anything.
They're just chilling. Yeah.
They don't want to land on you. They don't want to taste you.
No.
Unless you taste good.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
You had a bunch of oranges that day. You might get a little butterfly coming at you.
Maybe.
Heads up. No, that's awesome. And yeah, my brother, he, at least when we were living at home, he actually set up a butterfly garden at my parents' house.
Nice.
And would literally go out and collect all the eggs.
Oh yeah.
And hatch the caterpillars, wait for them to go into their chrysalises.
Okay.
And then hang them around our lamps and stuff.
Yeah.
You can tie a string. There's actually a little bead on the top where you can thread a needle through and just hang it up. And literally we'd have chrysalises everywhere in the house, on the banisters, wherever you could think there would be chrysalises. And then once in a while, one morning, all of a sudden there's just there's 10 butterflies just in our house right now.
That's awesome.
And you kind of catch them and take them outside. Oh, they didn't. I mean, my brothers brought home a wide variety of animals. Butterflies have been probably one of the tamest.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way.
All right.
He's brought home, I want to say, 6 ducks one time.
What?
We raised them in our basement, and then as soon as they got too big, by the way, don't ever get a duck. Or raise it inside your house. They smell so bad. They poop so much.
No, I would never.
Yeah,
I would never.
It was disgusting. But eventually they got big enough where we could put them outside.
Yeah.
We had a little so right next to me I have our dog fence for Ollie.
Yeah.
And we set that up in the yard, and it's probably I don't know, 2 feet tall, and you can just make a ring and hook it all together. And so we like kept them outside and like kept them outside overnight too. And it was good for, 2 nights. And then that third night, these ducks were still they're pretty small. I think they still had their yellow feathers on them. And the third night, well, the fourth morning, we went in the yard and there were no more ducks.
Oh no!
But there's a bunch of yellow puffs
all
throughout the yard.
Oh no!
I think a wolf or some sort of animal came and had a little duck buffet.
Oh no! Did you just leave them out there? No cover, no nothing.
I mean, they were good for like a few nights, and like we're just
you
like,
just
oh,
left
all
them
right.
in a cage.
I mean, we thought they were big enough. I don't know. They're ducks. Like, what do you do with a
You
duck?
just made a buffet platter for somebody.
I did not do
you
this.
did.
I did not do this. I did not bring these ducks in the house. You heard it here first, future lawyers. I was not a part of this. I had no.
PETA's gonna come after you now.
PETA,
Canceled.
I'm good. Don't worry about me. You can go after Mike. Just kidding.
Man.
But no, he's brought home those. We've had chameleons.
Yeah.
He got me a hedgehog back in the day.
Nice.
For my birthday, or no, for Christmas. We've had plenty of fish tanks. I think we might have had frogs at one point. Maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, we've had a bunch of different things. Chameleons are probably the coolest.
Nice.
You have to feed them crickets and their tongues would like
Nice.
do a little Yoshi impression.
Don't you gotta keep it really hot though for a chameleon?
I mean, they had like heat lamps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a whole
you gotta
setup.
keep it pretty hot for them.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, those are cool. I guess there's one. My brother was just telling me this story. There was one time where he brought one to school, and like he just had it like on his sweater like the whole day, and it had like kind of changed the color of like the sweater.
Yeah.
I think it was like a blue and black sweater or something like that. And I guess he got in trouble and like had to go to the principal's office. And I forget our principal, Farron maybe, or like I forget the other one's name. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
but
at high school?
Yeah. But I guess he got in trouble. Blackburn, yeah. And he got in trouble. And I guess Blackburn would, like had him in his office and was like yelling at him like, Mike, like you can't be doing this, blah blah. And then like all of a sudden like realized that my brother had a chameleon on his like shirt and was like, and you have a fucking chameleon on your shirt. And just ripped him a new one.
What the hell did he get sent to the principal's office in the first place
Who
for?
knows? Probably going to the bathroom without a pass or something. Something dumb, I'm sure.
Wow.
Actually, probably not something dumb. My brother was a troublemaker, that's for sure. But
that's cool though. You had a chameleon at school.
At school.
That's cool.
Anyway, I forget what we were talking about. Music production.
Music.
Somehow we got back to chameleons.
Yeah, we go off tangents.
But yeah, so you do have some projects on the rise.
Yeah, I'm working on some stuff right now. I mean, really, what I have.
What's the sound of it? What's your sound? I guess.
Honestly, okay,
so hip hoppy, techno-y. What kind of hip hop are you talking?
I mean, I'm kind of been into like a lot of the
like jazzy hip hop.
I mean, what I'm into and what I create are two completely different things.
Really?
Like I listen to all types of music.
Sure.
I'll listen to alternative stuff. I'll listen to really relaxing chill hop kind of stuff.
Sure.
I mean, chill hop. We saw that you had the vinyl of chill hop.
Dude, I gotta order fall 2020.
That's so cool.
Actually, I do need to. I'm probably gonna do that tonight. I need to pre-order it.
But yeah, I listen to all that type of stuff, and then I listen to real heavy, like crazy electronic, wubsy kind of fucking crazy stuff. Dubstep, yeah, like all types of what people call dubstep, but the electronic genre itself.
Oh, that has
so many subgenres. It's unbelievable. Yeah. It started off with just like it just being techno. It was all techno, and you're listening to like Sandstorm or there was what is that, Cascade or whatever, like
the
every time we touch and all that stuff, like techno-y kind of sounds. And then there's trancey kind of stuff. Like that's like all the stuff that like I first knew about, and I was like, okay, so this is techno, so this is what this is. And then you kind of get deeper into it, and there's like electronic is just there's house, there's club, there's trance, there's dubstep, there's um, there's just so many, man.
Oh yeah.
There's so many. You can get in. You can create your own genre with it too. Like you just create your own thing. There's so many different artists out there. Bleep Bloop, Ablation. They sound insane. Like they're the noises that they make are just unbelievable. I don't even understand. And Ablation is like 18 years old, and he's making some crazy gnarly sounds. It's just like some crazy sound design to make it sound like it's like a chainsaw or like a motorcycle, like a Harley rolling by you, just roaring. But it's like this crazy bass noise. I don't know. It's unbelievable what people can do. But
damn,
they're like their own sound, and you could just. That's why I say like music is endless. You can just create and recreate and do so much stuff with just anything. You can literally take a sound bite and just make a song out of it. You can take this recording that we're doing right now and make a song out of it.
Seriously.
And
that's
cool.
That's one thing that I absolutely love, and like something that I actually watch on YouTube or like will seek out on YouTube is just like where song samples come from. Like they'll play like it's just like snippets of like the original song, and then like whatever hip hop song adds in, or whatever like popular song today that it's in.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely wild how artists can take like some unknown like 1960s snippet of a song, and all of a sudden that's like the banger in the club, for instance, or like that's the new Kanye West song. And like that's some of the coolest stuff for me, is like seeing where those samples come from and how they like play into stuff.
But see, samples are another like controversial topic within the music industry itself. I mean,
it's true,
because not only because it's you didn't make it, but then you did because you recreated it.
Interesting.
And then not only that, but like the whole business aspect of it too. Like when business gets involved with it, it just kind of poisons it. To me, I like the idea of sampling. It takes a sound, recreates it, or just introduces it into the world again in a new light, in a new form. And it could just be a simple loop. It could be a vocal loop. It can be just like a guitar riff from from like a rock song back in the day or something. It can be anything.
Oh yeah.
And people get so like butthurt about it. Like if you're trying to get approved to
even
use that, they use that sample in your track and then put that on your album and put it out there.
Yeah.
People are so hurt by it, like, oh no, you can't use my sample. Like, oh, you can't use that in your song, and you can't do this. Or if you do, you have to pay me this amount of money and blah blah. It's like that's taking the fun out of it,
Right.
It's like one, I am making my version of it. I'm making my song, my sound from it, and I'm kind of promoting you in a way too.
Right.
To
those videos that I'm watching, like instantly I'm to the original song.
Exactly. Like
and it's
like that's the original song. I mean, for me, that's what I would do if like I'm listening. I was like, what is this sound bite from? And I look it up and
where'd you
get
that?
Look at the song. It's cool. But people get so like either offended or hurt by it, and they're just like, I need to, you need to get approval for it, and it's just like it takes the fun out of it.
A lot of it has got to be due to money.
Oh, of course. I mean, money. 100%. Money is like
whoa,
the main reason
wait a minute.
for it.
Yeah. Your sound sounds too close to my sound.
Yeah, and then,
back off.
And you're gonna try to profit from something that I already created. So I don't think so. Like you gotta pay me for that now.
Right.
It's like, come on, man. Just who cares?
True.
Just
fair enough.
Let people have their own interpretation of a sound and of anything. It's like it could be anything.
True. Well, I think that's where it gets a little. I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a line. For instance, a specific case actually comes to mind, and that's between Vanilla Ice and Freddie Mercury and David Bowie, the Under Pressure, versus
Ice Baby.
Ice Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like how close of a sound can one get without
But even if
giving credit to the original, because I think that was the problem that Vanilla Ice ran into, is that he never accredited Freddie Mercury and David Bowie. He said his was a unique sound because it had like a little extra like ting to it.
Well, that's just a bunch of horse shit.
Exactly.
You know, it's like
exactly.
Give credit where credit is due. You know, that's the whole point of it. You know, but you know, if you're not going to do that, then yeah, you should get slapped with some money. But,
okay.
But still, though, I mean, like, even if you do give credit to people, some people are still going to be like, nope, you can't use that. That's my sound. I created it. I don't want you to use it. Or we already used that. You can't have it.
Well, and that's the thing as well, is like, obviously that example was very close together. But like, how close can you get to somebody's like original that like, they're like, well, you haven't changed this enough to make it your own sound. You know what I mean? I mean,
it could even be, you know, sounds is one thing, but you know, another thing comes to mind is just names like Lady Antebellum. That whole debate, that whole like,
Lady A. They switched it to Lady A,
and there's already
which is owned by an African American artist.
Yeah, and then
they're just like, oh, too bad, so sad.
You know what? You know what's kind of fucked up about it too is they said that they were changing their name because it
was from an era
of like slavery, like antebellum. Like I don't even. What is an antebellum? What is that?
I have no idea. I think it was like some sort of owner of some sort of farm
Lady
or
Antebellum.
whatever.
I don't know.
Owned slaves at one point. I don't know.
But they wanted to get rid of the name to do, because of all this like crazy stuff that's going on now, and they're just like, oh, we want to be tied to any type of like slave thing or whatever, and we want to support Black Lives Matter. But then they go and they sue this lady as a black woman in America with the name already.
Had the name.
It's like you're totally going against what your mission is for changing the name. It's like just think of something different, you know. It's like you can't. But they're like, oh, we bought the name and blah blah. It's
we're more famous, so
it's pretty much what it comes down to. And it's like, dude, come on.
Dude, I remember seeing that actually on the news. It was like Lady A makes controversial change, and I remember, I want to say like Lady Antebellum, that band, actually tried to like make a plea deal with the original Lady A and say like, oh, well, we'll make an album with you, or like a record with you, or like a song with you, and you can have all the profits from it.
Get out of here.
And it was just like, well, wait a minute.
But at the end of it all, like, at the end of it all, they keep the name Lady A.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about some shifty dealing for...
But see, that's the poison within the industry. Business within the industry. Business within anything, I feel like. Business just in general, it just sucks.
About those
but that's money. Signs. That's money. People want that money.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it makes the world go.
Money. That's the thing.
It's the only thing that matters in this world is money.
They want to protect it. What they own is what they own, and they will fight tooth and nail for it.
But that lady they should keep her. They should give her the name Lady A. Like, that's her name. That's what she's been going by.
Lady Antebellum. If you're so big, you can literally go by literally anything else and be fine.
You can literally change your name to Cupcake Sprinkles, and people will still go and like look you up.
They'll listen to you.
Yeah, they're going for your voice. They're going for your sound. They're not going for your name.
True.
So, I mean, like, you can literally change your name to anything.
True.
And Lady A, honestly, doesn't even sound that great for a band.
And also, was there that big of an uproar for Lady Antebellum? Did anybody even know?
They were the only ones.
Like a thing?
They're just like, we're gonna take care of this.
I guess good for them for being like proactive with it.
Yeah.
Did I know? Did I give two shits? No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't care. I'm sorry. But that's wild. What you should do, Kyle, put this on your project list, is mix me a little intro and outro music to the podcast.
I could figure something out, yeah.
I don't know, a little diddly.
Little diddly? Well, yeah,
that'd be cool.
Come by and we'll figure out like what kind of sound you want, what kind of direction you want to go in, and what kind of intro do you want.
I don't even know what I want.
Well, we can figure it out.
We can figure it out.
Andrew texted me, by the way.
Andrew?
He just got back to me. That's, yeah.
I've had my words with Andrew.
He's like, how's it go? He's like, oh, I just got back from kayaking. How'd it go? Or how's it going? And I was like, it's going pretty good. Danny called you out.
Blackout.
It's pitch
for
black.
3 hours up here in good old Wisconsin. September, I don't even know what day it is. You ain't kayaking till now. Just kidding. Andrew, I love you. I hope to see you soon, for real. But yeah, my hopes up. They're crushed.
I told him that
crushed.
I told him that you called him out. It's like, so he has to come now.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I ever since you told me about this podcast here, I've been just like bringing it up to people like, yeah, like go on a show, just go do it.
Dude, you know what's wild is that I think you were actually one of the first people that I've actually like told about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why that happened. I think I remember it was so our company, we do beer and bullets every month, or we used to, and what that is like every third Thursday of the month at 4:30, the whole company, like we have like hors d'oeuvres in our cafe and like a cooler full of beer, and you literally just like grab a beer, have an hors d'oeuvre, chit chat with your coworkers, and like just hang out, you know, whatever. Cool. And I remember it was back before COVID of this year that you and I went to another coworker's house, Daisha, and
oh yeah,
we're hanging out and like just had a few extra beers with a group of people, and I think that's where like, yeah, I told you like this is what I'm trying to do, because I was curious, because I was like, I didn't know what I was doing with all of the like the mixing, or like what program should I use to like, how do I do a podcast? You know what I mean? Yeah, like what, how do I get this to the people?
yeah.
I had no idea. Found out though that it's like super easy.
Yeah, it's not too hard at all. No.
But yeah, no, you were actually one of the first people that I told about this, which is pretty dope.
Hell yeah, nice.
And yeah, I mean it's all right, right?
Yeah, no, I mean it's cool. Like Max was kind of explaining to me like what you told him about like why you're doing this, and I think it's a pretty cool idea. Like it's just it's a good way to, you know, have a conversation with some friends and like kind of just like solidify that moment in time.
Dude, 100%, 100%. And yeah, I was telling him like, honestly, this is all for me. I don't care how many listeners I get, whatever. Like I've got the recordings that I can listen to, and when I'm old and senile and I want to listen back and be like, hey, what happened throughout? I'm hoping to like do this for years, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean,
again, I don't care about sponsorships or like views or anything like that. Obviously, I want to get it out because I want to attract a bigger pool of people to come and do it, to be honest with you. And yeah, no, at the end of the day, I mean, it's for me. So
well, that's the way that you should tackle
everybody
anything.
else. Yeah,
yeah, that's the way that you should do it for anything. That's the same like the same thing with me with music is. It's like I'm just doing it for me because like it's fun and I like to engulf myself in it, and I can spend hours doing it and it's fun, and at the end of it I have a product that like, you know, I created. This is my baby. I did
seriously
this. And like this is, you know, you're doing this just for fun, and like that's all you need to be doing it for.
I mean, yeah,
that's the best.
Yeah, and again, yeah, it's just I love this setting, and I know myself and Max talked about it. Myself and Tyler Tabbitt have talked about it, and like it's just the setting of like no distractions at all. Like, there's no TV on, there's no game, there's no video games, there's no anything else that I need to pay attention to. We're literally sitting in a room surrounded by books and albums and a computer, and the only thing I can hear is the outside, some crickets. We got the windows open. It's a nice fall night.
Beautiful night.
And like, yeah, I can hear some crickets outside.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm hearing you, and like,
yeah,
we just have a conversation and whatever.
Good people, good drinks, good conversations.
Good conversations. And yeah, even I think I told you, like, the only thing that I ever really like prepare for is literally the intro. Like, how am I going to introduce this person? I have no idea. That's the only thing that I'll think of like throughout the day. I'm like, fuck, like Kyle's coming. Andrew's supposed to come, but he didn't come. So screw that guy. I'm just kidding. But no, like the whole day I was just like, all right, Kyle, he's making his redemption. Like, how can I play on this? And like, yeah, that's the only thing I ever like consider before this. I probably should.
That's all you
do
need,
some like
though.
more research and like, what have you been up to? What can I ask you? What should we talk about? At the same time, I mean, I want a conversation to just happen. I don't want it to feel forced by any means. Dude, obviously, there's sometimes where like, dude, I wanted to talk about music with you. And, like,
we still haven't even like gone.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
We haven't even like really gotten into like where my direction is yet. We just keep going on tangents.
Trust me, like, I'm. It's in the back of my mind.
This
like,
is
so where are you coming from? Yeah,
this is conversation.
Exactly.
This is exactly what you want to encapture. This is what you want to hold on to.
No, exactly.
This type of,
just
flow,
back and forth.
This type of back and forth.
Yeah. What's going on in your life? What are your thoughts today?
This beer is really good.
Dude, I'm looking at that thing. I might have to snag one of those from you. Kyle brought a slew of different beers, and they all sounded delicious. He had a banana chocolate porter.
You should drink that.
That was the one
that's kind of like what I want to go to next. You should drink that one.
Dude, I was looking at that. I'm a huge fan. You can ask anybody. I'm a huge fan of bananas.
I love banana bread.
banana flavor.
Oh.
I go as a banana for Halloween, a spooky banana. And I don't know. There's something about it. Like, dude, from banana Laffy Taffy, which is like the fakest banana flavor you can get, to like banana bread made with actual bananas, to a banana shake. Yeah. Ooh, give me it all. Ooh, yeah.
I love it. I love banana.
Dude, I had I wish I had more of it. It came in like a little like mini bottle, and I forget the name of it, but it was banana whiskey.
What?
It was, I kid you not. I'm gonna buy a bottle as soon as I can find it. It's probably at Woodman's. Probably. I'm sure it is. I should look for it. But it is the smoothest, most delicious whiskey I think I've ever tasted. Nice. It literally tasted like banana whiskey.
I want to try.
I don't know. It's hard to describe. I want to say it's called Monkey Head, but I'll have to go. I have the little bottle still. It's empty.
Have you tried that stuff that tastes like peanut butter? The whiskey that tastes like peanut butter?
Screwball?
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a little sheep as the logo.
Mix the two. Oh my goodness.
Ollie just walked down, strutting his pajamas. He's got his blue striped pajamas on, looking dapper.
Oh man. But
yeah, that the peanut butter whiskey, I like it, but I like it only once. That's
mix them.
A wild idea.
Freeze them both, take them out, put them in a shot, just like half and half. See how that tastes. I think that would be pretty crazy.
I think that might be delicious.
Although I mean, with the peanut butter stuff, I mean, would it be better to have that a little bit warmer? Because is that when it kind of like really brings out the peanut butter kind of taste? If you freeze it, is it gonna kind of like?
I don't know if I've ever had it frozen. Because I can't say for certain. But I'm gonna take a pause. We're gonna pause. I gotta pee.
Okay, I have to pee as well.
And we're back. It's funny because like when people listen to this, they'll be like, "Cut. We're gonna go take a potty break, and we're back."
That's where you do your plug. That's where you get your plug.
That's true.
You put your ad in right there, and that's
take
how
a potty break. But have you heard of Grammarly? Grammarly.com, making your grammar better. Just kidding.
Shout out Grammarly.
Shout out Grammarly. But seriously, shout out Grammarly. That shit is dope. But yeah, we were just talking about whiskeys. I found out it was Howler Head was the banana whiskey that I got a little sampler of. Yeah, Missy's sister, Lauren, actually got me a bottle for my birthday. It was some like, I don't know, some Islay peat Irish whiskey. I don't know. It was like a fancy bottle. Delicious.
Nice.
Absolutely delicious. I don't know if you know about like whiskeys or anything, but like PD means like smoky.
Okay.
So it's like super smoky, and like yeah, it's some like moss over there. I actually have no idea. I'm talking out of my ass right now. But anyways, yeah, when it got shipped
totally
to us,
sold it,
yeah,
you totally
it tastes
fooled me. I
like
believed it.
strawberries. Just kidding.
Nice.
But no, she like sent it to our house here through some online website. I'm not sure where she ordered it from. But yeah, it came with like a little sampler, like probably 2 ounces of that howler head.
Nice.
Which was delicious.
That was it
really
smelled really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, banana anything though. I love it.
Banana anything.
My grandma knows I love banana.
Yeah.
So she makes banana cheesecake, banana
Whoa.
bread.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. She would make this like banana loaf and she would like a cakey bread loaf kind of thing, like a banana pound cake.
Shit.
And with chocolate chips in it, and then she would put chocolate icing on the top. She would make it for like
my mouth is watering
family
right
events. There was one.
Damn.
Oh my gosh, there was one event that she brought it up because my dad, I think, was having Easter up here at his place up here.
Sure.
And she had brought it for Easter, and I think it was for Easter, but I know I took it and I hid it. So that way nobody would find it, and then everybody left.
Yourself.
And then everybody left, and my grandparents like stayed the night because they'd stay up here with us.
Sure.
So they, the next day, I like brought it up, and I brought like from like the downstairs fridge or something. I brought it out, and she's like, "You hid that from everybody?" She's like, "I was wondering where that went." I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "This is mine."
Jeez.
I split it with everybody the morning, but
right,
rather than splitting it with everybody the night
at the
before.
party for real.
Yeah, so like we had it with like coffee in the morning and stuff.
Damn, hell yeah.
So good.
Damn.
So good.
Dude,
Grandma knows that
legit.
I love banana stuff. So.
Dude, hell yeah.
It's
I
awesome.
remember when I lived in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. They had. God, I can't think of even the Chocolate Factory sub place and like ice cream parlor.
Oh yeah, the Chocolate Factory. They have one in West Bend.
They do.
Yeah,
they do.
I got the place is good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
And they used to, and I say used to because I haven't seen it since, have this banana ice cream that it was like a banana cream pie ice cream. It was the bomb. It was the bomb. It was the best ice cream I think I've ever had. And they stopped carrying it, and I haven't seen it since.
Lame. Oh
and I don't know. I think it's Cedar Crest who like provides all their ice cream or custard. I think it's ice cream that they have, and like I don't know. I have to hit them up because I don't know if that's a discontinued flavor or like seasonal or like what. But like, if anybody from here knows anybody at Cedar Crest and is listening, bring that shit back.
Bring it back.
Oh, it's the
banana
bomb.
ice cream.
Dude, you
so
get that
good.
in a waffle cone. Ooh.
Oh yes.
Can't beat it.
Yes.
Can't beat it.
So good.
I do actually miss those days of living in Cedarburg and like nice summer day, and you can literally walk the strip of like downtown Cedarburg and like all the different little shops and stalls and like bars and restaurants and stuff. You just like make the trek through. Me and Luke used to do that when we lived there, and like it was awesome. It's probably like, I don't know, we were probably like a quarter mile away from it, so it was like a little bit of a hike to it, or probably more so probably like a half mile, and then the strip is probably like, I would say close to a mile, I would assume, and like yeah, it was awesome. Just having like a Saturday, just go down the strip, see what's up. Bunch of people are out doing arts and crafts and God knows what.
Like that type of vibe though, like that's a good vibe, walking through and walking past all the little shops and everything. And
I like when cities have like a nice downtown, like an old timey sort of like main street, you know what I mean? Whereas like Germantown, where both of us are from, sucks.
The main street is like
they have a milk factory. There are a few good bars and
They're
restaurants.
just bars though.
But that's it.
They're bars.
And it's like
the Falls is
alright.
Is all right. They have a few good things. They have Nino's Bakery right there on the corner.
Nino's is dank.
Nino's is good.
Well, and
was that Sal's right across the street from them there?
True.
The flower source, and then that whole intersection there, they have some pretty cool stuff. And then you go further down,
some nice bars and restaurants.
Yeah, the
or
Hot
even,
House.
Yeah,
they just opened a Hot House there. It's a pretty cool place.
Well, and there's the parkway with the river running through it and the dam, which is
Pine Kill
beautiful.
Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go running through there. I go running through there because I live in the falls.
Right.
And I go running through there. Like every other day or whatever, and it's just a beautiful run right by the river.
Through the forest.
You can walk down into like by
into
the river
the
right there, like in there. Yeah, it's fucking nice. It's cool.
True.
It's a nice little area, but it's still kind of like more of like a. It's busy. It's just kind of busy, and it's got like more of like a updated kind of futuristic kind of vibe to it, but it looks nice. Don't get me wrong, but like the old timey like Cedarburg or West Bend, those strips, those have bars and shopping centers and restaurants and
cool little shops,
cool little shops,
like
all
thrift
types
stores
of stuff,
and
all types of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just a good vibe going through.
True.
Going through there, it's like a good feeling.
True.
So.
True. I do especially like West Bend's because like they have a long strip there. There's a lot of cool little shops, and like they have a little candy shop there.
The record store, exclusive companies out there.
Exclusive companies there. Little pizza place. Shout out exclusive company for real. I need to go there. I have a few albums on my list that
I don't know how they. I mean, is it operating like normally through COVID, or are they only letting a certain amount of people in? Because I'm not sure. I heard that my brother was telling me that the one in Greenfield, that's the one that I typically go to because they have a pretty decent selection.
I don't think I've been to the one in. I think I've only been to the one in Milwaukee.
They have a really good selection of vinyl too on the east side. Yeah, they have a really good selection of vinyl.
Super nice.
Yeah, they have a really good selection there too. I've been there once. I haven't been there again, but I gotta go there again. But in Greenfield, right by Southridge Mall, it's like in a strip mall kind of. Yeah. But it's really nice. They got a good selection there too.
Nice.
The West Bend one, it's cool. Like they have a decent selection there, but they should up it. They should up their selection there. They should get rid of. They have like a whole section for like car stereos, audio stuff. Yeah. Just get rid of that shit and just get more vinyl.
I agree.
Just get more vinyl.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
And yeah. I know that store. That store's kind of weird. Well, it's kind of, I don't know. It's weird in a good way because they have like an eclectic collection of items in that store where it's like they have different memorabilia. They have cassettes, DVDs, CDs, records, posters, car stereos, whatever you want. They pretty much have it. And it's all like handwritten signs too, which I love.
Yeah, all handwritten sign.
Whereas like, the one in Milwaukee, like each album's got like the price printed on it, like all nice and like everything's all a little more uppity.
Yeah. I love exclusive company though. I mean, like no matter where it is, no matter which one you go to, it's just good to be in a record store.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Everything is so digital now, and going through music and looking through all the albums, like all vinyl and everything, like looking for something. It's just cool. You can go there with something in mind and be like, oh, I want to look to see if they have this, but then. You're just looking elsewhere. You're just like you find something else, and you're just like, "Oh shit,
they have
cool.
this? What?
Yeah. What?
For real?" And that's, I mean, obviously,
you have quite a collection here. I'm a little jealous. Like I've been trying to grow my vinyl, and I've been buying more and more. I have a gift card from Christmas for exclusive company.
Damn.
Haven't gone yet because of COVID.
Dude, we should go.
I'd be down to go.
We should look if they are allowing people. I would assume they would, or at least like limit it.
Yeah, you got a good selection. You got Better Off Dead by the Flatbush Zombies on your record right now. You got the Chill Hop collection. You got Bonobo. I know. Look at that Flatbush right there. You got some crazy. You got some crazy vinyl. You got a good selection here. You got a lot of stuff here, and I love this like
furniture
cabinet
piece
here. Yeah, is it like specifically made for vinyls or?
I think so actually. Yeah. I got it off of eBay actually.
No shit.
I want to say, and it wasn't all that expensive, and I mean you can tell it's a little cheap. You can see it's actually bowing on the bottom. A little bit. It's a little heavy. I thought it'd be a little bit more reinforced, but that's okay. I think eventually I might just take the little feet off of it and just like stick it on the ground. Because like, who
that
cares?
probably would be good.
Yeah. But no, a lot of my collection has come from my parents, for
Nice.
sure. So they had a lot of albums, and if you actually like go through them all, you're like, I don't know who half these bands are, and I don't either.
Have you listened to them all though?
No.
Oh, no?
I'm working my way. I was actually thinking about. It was funny actually on like I upload these to YouTube as well. I was thinking as like a little side YouTube project of like, I don't know, listening to them all and like reviewing every single album,
Nice.
which I think would be kind of cool.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Dude,
You
there's an
definitely should
album in
listen
there
to 'em.
that's like Best of Bread. What is Bread? I guess it was some band in like the 80s. I have no idea. But like my dad and my mom was into it, so like I got it. But no, I have you, are you on Discogs?
Is it okay? So is it Discogs or is it Disco G's?
Oh, it might be Disco G's. I just call it Discogs.
Yeah, I know. I because you told me about it
Maybe
before.
not.
You told me
Disco
about it before.
G's. Oh my
and then
god,
I was, like,
have I been
thinking, like-
saying it wrong the whole time?
Yeah, because I remember
hilarious.
you told me about that, and I was like, "Oh, this place is the shit." I was like, "Well, wait, is it Discog or is it Disc OG?" Because I think like it would be Disc OG, like they're
That's
the
the
OG
first
of discs.
time I've ever heard it say Disco G's, and I am baffled right now. I don't know. I might be wrong.
or-
It's like me saying your name wrong. When I learned your name was actually Pipiras, wait a minute.
Or-
what do you mean earth
or
shattering?
or is it like Disco G's? You know, like they're Disco
Okay,
G's.
you stop saying words right now.
Oh man, but yeah,
it's
no,
Discogs. I'm right, damn it. Everybody else is wrong.
I have gone on that site, and what I like about that site too is, you can find
You can
vinyl.
find
you can find a lot of vinyl on
everything,
there,
yeah.
but you can also just buy tracks on there too.
Oh, really?
Just,
Like
you can
digital?
like digital tracks, yeah.
Dang.
I'm pretty sure, at least I'm thinking of the same website.
Yeah.
And not only that, but they have instrumentals too.
Ooh.
So it's good for someone like me that like does DJing. Like, I would like to get the instrumental of the track and then the track itself, and then also from that, I can have the instrumental. But then from doing that too, I was like doing research to figure out how do DJs even like get sample tracks? Like how do they get
Right. How do
these
you go about-
songs? How do they get
Yeah.
these songs where they just extracted the vocals? And then they can like toss this into a mix and do that stuff. And like there was a couple of videos that I found where it was talking about how they will take the track, the normal track, and the instrumental track, put them into like a DAW, like whatever you have here, or like Ableton or something,
Yeah.
and then you just kind of route each track into each other in a way where it like cancels the frequencies out, and it just will record, and you can just play the whole song through and like route everything to another track, and it will record the vocals. So then you have the full song itself, the instrumental, and then the vocals that you've extracted.
That's wild.
So you can break it down like that, and then from there you can do whatever you want.
That's crazy.
And like that's what I like about that
So you can
site
literally, yeah.
is you can buy the
separate it
track and then
out.
you can buy the instrumental for the track for some of the stuff. I don't think they have everything on there,
Right,
but
right.
for some songs you can buy the track, buy the instrumental, and then do whatever else you want with it.
Hell yeah.
Because I like instrumentals. I want to, going back into like what I'm doing here for like music and everything, is I'm gonna be releasing music of my own, all throughout time, and I'm also what I'm starting is I'm starting my own kind of like radio station, I guess you can say.
Sick.
It's on SoundCloud. It's Cosmic Radio. I'm gonna be putting out mixes. I want to do a mix a week, just a half hour like party mix. I want to release it every Saturday, Saturday or Sunday, depending on the vibe. Like if I'm gonna be, putting out a mix that you can jam out to, or if you want to have like a more lo-fi kind of chill kind of music, you can do that like on a Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. and just release it, like every week, and just
Dude,
just make a little mix. And I want to do that. That's what project that I want to do for myself. I do have 2 mixes made already, but what I got to figure out is how can I record an intro for myself and then do the mix. Just something really quick, introduction, like, hey, this is me doing this, blah blah. Episode whatever. Episode whatever. Let's get into it, and then just make it all about the music.
Interesting.
But I want to have that like kind of human touch to it, to where like it's showing that like I'm the one that's doing it. I'm the person, I'm the character like involved with.
Well, yeah.
This mix here.
Who's making it? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I have a cousin, and Nathan, I'm sorry. I wish I remembered your DJ name to give you a shout out, but I cannot remember it for the life of me. I'll look it up and I will shout you out. But he does that, and I think he does his, I don't think it's weekly. I think it's more monthly. Okay. But he'll like actually live stream himself on like Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Of him just like grooving and like
nice.
making a mix,
Nice.
And like they're usually like an hour long or whatever.
Nice.
And like he's got a whole playlist on like Spotify that people can follow that like updates every week with like what he's gonna be mixing together.
Nice.
But yeah, it's actually like kind of cool. I don't know, and it's just like literally him in his like condo or whatever, and like you can see his like girlfriend coming in and like talking to him or whatever, and he's got like a mic and everything so he can like talk into it, but
nice.
Like pretty much the whole time it's just like him just like grooving.
Hell yeah.
Pretty much, which is cool. But no, I think that'd be an awesome idea. I would tune in. Like fuck yeah.
Like if I could do it weekly, that'd be the idea.
Weekly, dude, that's a lot of content.
You feel like think. Yeah. Like, but I mean, I'm only doing half an hour mix.
That's fair.
30 minutes I feel is a good, because like it's a good like typical. I feel like a typical commute to work is like for a lot of people it could be up to like 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and even if it's more than that, at least you're getting the full mix in. So I just want to like. People that are like driving around, or if you want to have a quick mix for like at a party or something, or if you just, you want to listen in, you want to tune in, whatever it is, just come have some fun, tune in, listen to the show, and, just jam out to some cool music. And then each mix I gotta have, cause you gotta give credit to everybody. We were talking about it earlier. Because it's not my music, it's not gonna be all my music. I'm gonna be, once I get to the point where I like actually hone in on my my sound.
Yeah.
Then I can start making mixes specific to my sound, because like I was saying before, what I mix and what I listen to, completely different than what the music that I make.
Which is like crazy to me, to be honest with you.
It's just me still like learning how to do stuff, and then like I don't know. I just when I start a song, when I start a track, like it's just where my mind takes me. It's like what sounds can I present, and then where is my mind taking me here with this beat, with this track? What's happening here?
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, the more I do it, the more I'll get better at it. Right now, I'm just kind of like making hip hop beats, like beats that if people wanted to rap over, they could easily rap over. Or which do whatever legit. Over. Like if they wanted to do anything, like say anything over, we could easily do that. They're just kind of like basic little things like that. They're not like crazy wubsy kind of electronic sounds. Like I haven't really like delved into that type of music production. I guess maybe my like what I like to listen to and what I like to mix is that heavy stuff. But what I like to create is just kind of chill, relaxing music.
Interesting.
I don't know, mixing like more energetic type of music is fun.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how to like start making that type of like high energy music.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Whenever I go at it, whenever I get into Ableton, I just like I really enjoy making like a chill, mellow rap beat, like fucking just.
Which is fair, dude.
I don't know. I mean,
that's what I'm into.
It just comes out like that. That's what comes out. That's what I create is that. But mixing like the heavy stuff that other people have made is fun. Like it's just there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of stuff involved. It's really fun. But then yeah, I told you I was gonna be making. I'll be making like Sunday. I can make like Sunday chill sessions too.
Oh yeah.
And I can incorporate my music within that. You know, if that's my
I'd
niche,
be
if
all
that's
for
my
it.
avenue, if that's what I'm good at, if that type of stuff, then you know, figure it out. You know, that's just my market right there. But either way, I still like making like mixing like you know all types of music. It's just fun. And again, I want to give credit to all these people too. If anything, like if the radio thing takes off more than like music production, just me promoting other artists, like what I really want to have the idea of my radio show is I want to get it to a point where people would like because I just gonna be I'm gonna it's almost like I'm promoting music, you know?
Yeah.
And I want people to like you know catch on and ride the wave and you know feel good vibes and you know be like oh yeah you know like I'm you know you should play my song here next week or something, you know.
Yeah.
All these other underground artists, you know, send me your shit and I'll you know oh yeah I'll totally promote it, I'll play it. And I want to get to a point where more and more people are following me, where I have a mass following, where it's like if there's somebody that wants to promote a song, like, and I can do that and show them off and like have them gain more followers and tune into. That's what I would really want to do is just help promote other artists, and get places because I like to mix the music, but I'm like right now I'm not like the greatest at making it, but I'm learning and I'm going through the process of it. I'm trying to get into it, but mixing music, I feel like I have down pretty well and I like doing it. It's fun. So yeah.
Damn. I mean that seriously would be awesome. And what comes to mind
promoting.
For me at least, and I don't even know if they still do this, but on BBC Radio, so British broadcasting company, Radio 1, they always had like it was on iTunes. I remember I could like access it. But there were like episodes, and like each episode they literally just like here's the new DJ of this week or whatever, and like gave them an hour to like mix whatever they wanted. But I feel like what you're talking about is like a combination with that. And have you ever heard of Mayor Hawthorne?
Mayor Hawthorne.
He's an artist. He makes super groovy, funky. He's awesome.
Okay.
Music, and he has his own like radio, I guess, like Hawthorne Radio, but he releases them as like podcasts almost.
Okay.
And like it's literally like him mixing together songs and kind of what you're talking about, of like gives a little intro like, hey y'all, like blah blah blah, this is what's going on, blah blah blah, I'm touring here, I'm touring there, great to see you all here. I've been really feeling these vibes. Here's this Jamaican song by some artist or whatever. And like we'll play that, but then like mix it in with his own stuff and then mix it in with some other stuff that he's been feeling and like create a whole mix for it. And like that would be awesome. Like you should absolutely do that.
Yeah, I want to get into it more and more. I mean, I feel like obviously like I'm decent at it right now. I'm not gonna say like I'm like a pro or anything, not by any means. I'm decent at it. I kind of understand the concept of it, and I just enjoy doing it. And I want to do it just because I enjoy doing it.
Sure.
And if I enjoy it, and if I make the mix, and I think it like sounds pretty cool, and it'd be like a cool thing to like listen to on the way home from work, put it out there. If somebody else likes it, cool, awesome. But again, I want to like do that to the point where, you know, other people are like, oh, this is cool. Like, here, play my song. Like, just send me music. You know, just send me music that you wanna like promote, and I'll play it. Like I love the music, and I love underground artists and promoting stuff. And you know, if I can figure out a way to chop it into a mix, then I'll do it. I love it, and that's what I want to do. And I want to keep promoting other artists, like new up and coming artists, underground people.
True.
And just promoting, you know, helping other people grow too. I feel like, you know, show off music to the world.
Hell yeah.
You know, and with you, you know, like your podcast, you know, you're doing it more and more. You know,
I want to show off the people that I know to the world.
As time goes on, you know,
I'll show you off to the world.
As time goes on, we'll
whoever wants to be off.
See how far everything all gets.
Oh yeah. And again, if it doesn't get far, I don't give a shit.
Doesn't matter. So you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it. You're doing it to show, who you are.
Amen to that. Yeah. Amen to that. But before I forget, I did look it up. My cousin, this is him. If you're gonna take a look, his DJ name is, and I'm probably gonna say it wrong. It's probably Disco G's when I'm saying Discogs, but it is Nuvoq or Nuvoq, Nuvoq. And yeah, super awesome. Again, he does his own mixes and little live streams. I'm not sure if he does different events or whatnot, but I should get him on. But yeah, he does awesome stuff. That is for sure.
He's got like I'd be interested to figure out how he, because I see how he has it. Like he's showing himself.
It's like a camera up above.
Yeah, he's showing him, doing the mixing and everything, but he's also got like a visualizer playing. Like I wonder what.
Yeah.
He's like, I wonder what he uses.
Yeah, I'm not
for
sure.
A visualizer. Like, what does he use for that visualizer? Because that's cool.
That's true. Yeah, he's just in like a little corner, like a Twitch stream almost. Yeah. You see like the game in the background, and like he's just in the corner.
Because this is one thing that I've talked with Andrew about is creating some type of. I've talked to Andrew and I've talked to some other people about this too that are like into video editing.
Yeah.
And creating a like a type of visualizer, performance, or whatever, to go with my music, so we can upload it to YouTube and have something going while the music is playing.
Yeah,
that would be cool too. I just want to like connect everybody together to help us, like, because with entertainment and music, I feel like you can connect so many different hobbies in together as one. People that are into video editing,
there's a
music,
lot that goes
lighting,
into it. Yeah,
there's all types of stuff that's involved with it, and like,
oh yeah,
if it all works together, it can make something really magical, something really cool.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, I'm learning a lot, even just doing this. It's like, even when I like upload these to YouTube, in my dumb mind, I thought I could just like upload an audio file.
Yeah.
And just like, here, like play this image as like the background. No, you can't do that. You need to like actually create a movie or like a MP4 file or whatever it is with like that image that is like constantly playing with the audio file running with it.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, that blew me away, where it's just like, wait a minute, I actually need to like render a video. And like, I don't have the best computer here, but like it literally, like for a 2-hour episode or whatever of this podcast, it literally takes like 12 hours to render this video of like a single image. Like, it's not like a recorded image, but like I feel like it would take the same amount of time for YouTube. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it's wild. Maybe I'm doing something wrong.
How are you doing it?
I forget which program I use.
Is it like Adobe Premiere?
No.
No?
No.
You should get that then.
It's some free. Dude, I'm a cheapskate. Everything that this podcast is on is free. I ain't paying for shit.
It works. I mean, is YouTube, where else do you put this out?
It's through a service called Anchor. Shout out to Anchor. You'll be hitting the spot soon. I know they pay for ads. Trying to cash in.
Hey.
But yeah, through Anchor, free, like unlimited storage. I can upload straight to it, and like it literally puts it out on iTunes, Spotify, literally wherever you get your podcasts. So you can like.
But that's just the audio, right? Like
that's just the audio.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can upload like a little like cover art.
Nice.
But okay. YouTube, since it's technically video,
yeah,
I have to like create a video with the just Midwest Perspective logo or what have you. Eventually, hopefully soon. Well, it'll probably happen next year, but I'm trying to move this whole operation into the basement. I know I was telling you about that a little bit, and potentially have it kind of like the Joe Rogan podcast where it's like actually recorded.
Right.
We're sitting at a table across from each other.
Yeah.
So just like picture us, but with a table in between us.
Oh yeah.
And then I need to find me a Jamie on the Joe Rogan podcast. Somebody to just like be on the controls and like look shit up or like adjust the levels or like what have you. And like we'll have like a TV screen or something where like, hey, pull this up. Let me search this quick. So I don't gotta search it on my phone. But until then, this is how we're doing it. And I actually did have I had it set up where I was actually going to like record it with like a camera.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my brother asked to borrow my camera because he's doing he's got an aquarium, a gigantic aquarium.
Oh yeah.
I forget how many gallons this thing is. I want to say 180 or something like that. Huge.
What?
And he's doing like a time lapse, like he's just setting it up with all like the landscaping inside of it.
Oh, that's cool.
And like he's growing algae on it, and like purposely growing algae so it's all green and like bunch of stuff. It's awesome.
In a 180-gallon tank.
I want to say it's 180 gallons. I could be completely
He's gonna just
wrong.
let the algae grow.
He's using like a technique. So he bought like driftwood and like set up this driftwood, and then I just saw today on his Instagram or his Snapchat that on some sort of filter, which is like blowing water out or like filtering water through, he attached like this like algae pod, I guess. And so the water will blow through it and actually like push the spores of the algae throughout the water so that it attaches to the driftwood to like cover it in like a mossy algae.
Yeah. What does that do for? Just creates.
I mean, it just looks a lot more like, I don't know, like a real life lake.
Oh, okay.
Like it's not just like driftwood and like stone. Like it's actually got some green to it, some like little plants hanging. He's gonna actually have some like hardscaping, some like plants and like rock features or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like it's like the bottom of a stream or something like that.
I see what you're saying.
Instead of just like a set up fish tank. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. I see what you're saying now.
And so yeah, he's taking like a time lapse of it and like the process to get to that point.
Nice.
Which I think is going to turn out pretty dope. But again, yeah, he had to borrow my camera, which unfortunately means that I can't do the live stream. Which whatever.
That's whatever.
It is what it is.
I'm sure.
I think
he
it'd be
will
more
create
fun.
will look really cool.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And I don't know. I'm excited for it. But I am also excited to, I don't know, actually like record video of this to be able to like upload to YouTube only.
Right.
And then obviously the audio would still be there for Spotify or whatever else. But I don't know, someday. Future aspirations.
It'd be cool. You can get like you have all the cameras go. But see, with that, like you can have all the cameras going, and then you have to go through and like edit the video for it.
See, and that's again, I need a Jamie that does all that.
I know how to. I did a little bit of video editing.
Or learn it myself as well. Like
it's
I don't
fun.
know, it's fun learning those skills. Yeah.
I actually I edited a few videos in Madison Media Institute.
Nice.
I had to make like a little commercial for like a car salesman, a car lot. It's so funny. I've done a few little videos. I think it was Adobe Premiere. I think that's what it was. I think that's the video editing software. It's really cool. I like it. I like editing video. It's fun, and then throwing the music in there and I had some fun with video editing. I had some fun with that.
That's geeked.
I had to make this one video. What did I do? I think it was like during like around like the 4th of July. So they wanted us to make like this kind of video about like America, just like a few different snapshots. It was just more so just trying to like get us to
encapsulate.
just practice
America.
using transitions,
Sure.
fades in and outs, adding music along to it, just chopping up a video and just getting it to, look fluid. And I chose to I did a whole bunch of different video, like different like images of like the Grand Canyon, the
Damn.
Mount Rushmore, all these like American things, and then like I did over it. I did like what is it, the Imperial March from Star Wars? So then I did that, and then yeah, and then in between like certain parts of the video, I did like quick flashes of Darth Vader.
Oh,
so it was like subliminal messages.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, I mean, I had my fun with it, but it's like doing video editing stuff like that. It's cool, it's cool, it's fun, it's interactive, and there's a lot of stuff that you can do with it too. True. And honestly, like, thinking about it, like video editing for or like movies and stuff, like they go through a lot. They go through a lot.
God, I can't even imagine.
Yeah,
can't even imagine. Seriously, even any sort of video editing is just like, whoa, how'd you just splice all these together?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's fun though.
Heck yeah. See, and that's, I don't know, what I envision for this thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do by myself. I'm going to need some help from some people.
Dude, I mean, yeah.
I'm going to need some, either A, more cameras, for sure. B, probably better sound. I don't know if this sounds good. Hopefully it does. I think it does. Probably sounds all right.
You could probably pick up a few things from outside.
That's true. I mean, if once we move to the basement, I'm probably gonna soundproof it.
Yeah.
At least, like, keep it contained in that area.
I mean, once you do it more, you start to learn what the type of equipment that it is that you really need to make it sound good.
True.
And you can like look into all the cameras, look into different microphones, look into different mixers and music software, recording software. Getting into it more and more, you'll figure out like what works, what doesn't.
All goes into it, yeah.
What's gonna make your life easier, what's going to sound professional, sound good. You get it workk out over time. Things change all the time. Things
things get a lot easier.
Music changes.
Yeah.
So will production. Production changes for anything.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know. For now, I'm going with the cheap route. I bought the equipment. That was the expensive part, and I'm going free from there on out.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, you've got it all figured out for up to here, but like with you adding the video stuff, like that's gonna be more stuff that you have to figure out.
That's true.
It's a whole separate thing.
That is true.
Unless you want to just have like a still image, like of like.
Which I think would be all right. Yeah, instead of like back and forth. Of like,
he's
talking,
like
they're talking. He's
bring
talking,
up Joe
talking.
Rogan.
He's talking, they're talking.
Yeah, you bring up Joe Rogan and everything. It's like, but they have a team. Like they have a team to like, as things are going, to switch the cameras.
Hell yeah.
They have to switch the cameras live while the people are talking. So it's like,
dude, he just signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Spotify.
Yeah, and then he's going exclusively with Spotify.
Exclusively.
In December, it's all his podcasts are going to be on Spotify. Everything is going to be on Spotify.
Yeah. Do you know, like, even the video on Spotify?
I believe so.
Damn. Not going to lie, I don't like his new studio. I don't know if you've seen recent episodes or whatever, where it's like the neon lights.
Like the red and everything, yeah.
Not a fan.
He moved to Texas, though.
He did. Why, It doesn't matter. I don't know. I like his old thing where he had like the brick wall kind of in the back.
Yeah,
and like,
I mean,
felt a little more like
homey.
Yeah, it felt like home. But I mean, I don't know if you've been following it at all. And I hate to talk about other podcasts because you should be listening to this one. But he like was asked like, would you host a like debate between Joe Biden and Trump? And he was like, yeah, I'll do it, whatever. And Trump was just like, I'm in. Let's do it.
Are you kidding me? No other press there, just Joe Rogan and them two.
Just Joe Rogan and them two. Like
tear
unsolicited. Yep.
Trump would tear them apart.
What do you got?
It would be so funny. I think it would be hilarious. I think it would just be banter back and forth. And I feel like Trump would be the guy that would like pick on Biden, and Biden would be the kid like in school. This is all like,
No.
no.
My dad could beat a beer dad. No.
It's like Trump is just gonna be like, okay, yeah, whatever, no, okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, seriously. Which I don't know. I think it'd be extremely interesting.
Oh, it definitely would be.
Because
I mean, is it really happening? Is it actually gonna?
Highly doubt that it's gonna go anywhere. I really
feel like if
doubt.
it does, it's gonna be super regulated. It's not gonna be like Joe Rogan.
No.
It's not gonna be just an open conversation.
Here's the questions you need to ask.
Yeah, these are what you. This is what's approved.
However, I mean, he has the biggest platform in like this space by far.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Where like he could definitely just like do it with that. He had Bernie Sanders on as a guest.
He did.
And like just talk to him candidly.
Yeah.
And it was dope. I enjoyed every second of it from what I listened to.
Yeah.
Right now I'm getting through his episode with Duncan Trussell. He did
the 5-hour one. Yeah, that's his like Spotify debut.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's awesome though.
Yeah. What do you talk about?
Tyler's a fan of Duncan Trussell. And well, let me preface this by saying that supposedly there's a theory out there that whenever those two do a podcast together, you'll notice both of them are like dressed in spacesuits for one. But supposedly whenever they do podcasts together, they're on some sort of like psychedelic.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Because they literally talk about the craziest stuff. And like they bring out something out of each other. And like, I don't know. It's awesome. Their whole conversation is beautiful. Like they talk about like just the vibes of people and like good times and geeking out, and I don't know. It's hard to explain because they like switch topics like left and right, but
they're on
it's awesome.
Some type of psychedelic.
Yeah.
Every time that they record.
Supposedly.
So yes. How many times have they met?
Oh, I think they're like super good friends, but I think Duncan Trussell's been
met
on
for
the,
like a podcast, like.
I am not sure. I mean, I know Joe Rogan's on episode 1500 and something, but maybe like 20 or 30.
Okay.
Ali just entered in the room looking dapper in his blue striped pajamas. Damn, son. Where'd you get those? He's looking cozy. I'm jealous.
Oh, man.
But I don't know. It's been a very good conversation that they had, and like I'm enjoying it. It's been taking a while to get through because it is 5 hours long.
Yeah, it's 5 hours. See, I mean, podcasts in general, like, I don't know. I feel like, you know, it's a commitment. You know, it's like 2-3 hours. You got to listen to it all. Like, you know,
I usually break them up. Like I don't know. You can usually. There's one in particular that I listen to is Theo Von, he's hilarious. He's just another comedian, but he's like kind of rednecky. He's from Louisiana.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
But like, he's like the smartest dumb person I've ever heard in my life. Like the way he thinks about things is so off the wall.
Yeah.
And yet so accurate that it's just like, how do you even think about that? But you can break it up most definitely. But what I find like tough to do, and I've tried, and I think eventually I'll put one out, is to record like a solo podcast. And like I've tried to record one even for this. I was gonna do like the intro episode for this whole podcast as like me giving like, yeah, I'm doing this because of this reason and blah blah blah, and kind of just give an intro, whatever. And it is so difficult to sit in a room and talk to yourself. It's so weird. I don't know how people do it, but like I feel like I always need some sort of like guest or like counterpart to be able to like conversate with, not just talk to myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you have the idea that you're talking to somebody, you know?
That's true.
Not that you're talking to yourself. You just like you're talking to somebody. You know, as long as you know.
I mean, it's
speak that way.
That is true, and like, At least the snippets that are recorded are like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
And then like I'm like, I don't know what to talk about.
Well, you could also just make it. You could do. Well, going back to Joe Rogan, he doesn't have like really an intro. He's just got his little image spinning around, and then it just like kind of slowly fades in, and you're there. You're there.
That's true. Well,
You know?
he's got his. I don't even know what it is, but it's like a voiceover, so it's like some drums.
Yeah, I guess.
Joe Rogan podcast all day, all night, and then it's just like him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess he does have that.
So like it's super.
I only really watch
Easy.
them on YouTube, and then they kind of like cut out that.
They just cut straight to it.
Okay.
Whereas Theo Von, speaking of intros, he has like a whole song that I think somebody sent to him.
Oh yeah.
That like he plays like the first like verse and chorus of, and then he like gets into whatever he's about to say. And it's like kind of a, I don't know, like a bluegrassy song, I guess.
Okay.
It's good though.
You ever watch?
But I don't know what I would want.
You ever watch Your Mom's House podcast with Tom Segura and Christina P? I think, or Christina. Yeah. I know. Well,
His
I think
wife.
they're his wife. Yeah. You know they have like some kind of like intro thing that they use too.
Do they?
So, yeah, they do. It's like a little song.
That's why I need you, man.
Yeah, man. We'll figure something out. We'll make something for your show here. We'll do it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm in.
Well,
what are we looking at? It's 11:07.
It's
Good
11
Lord.
o'clock. Yeah.
Well, before you go, you got to go through the gauntlet. So I don't know if you've ever seen Inside the Actor Studio. It was an old show. I don't even know what channel it was on, but it was this guy. His name is James Lipton.
Okay.
Who actually passed away this year. R.I.P. James Lipton. I think he was 93.
Whoa.
So like old, yeah. But he owned.
So old.
He didn't own. He was the dean of whatever acting school.
Okay.
And the whole show was just like literally him like on a stage sitting down with other actors and would interview them and like learn their methods to their madness and like tell stories and whatever.
Okay.
And there's a whole crowd of like college students there as well. And at the end, the college students could like ask these actors questions. So they'd have on like Bradley Cooper or like Adam Sandler or like whomever, Drew Barrymore, you name it. But at the end of the interview, he would always ask a series of questions.
Okay.
And they became like a famous set of questions. And so I've actually adapted a set of questions from that. And so I'm going to go through those with you.
Before you do that, though.
Before I do that.
I mentioned my last name. I got to talk about that. Because I found something interesting out not too long ago about my last name.
It is Pipiras.
No, because there's a few things that I remember from the first podcast that when I came on here before I had to leave. There's a few things that I remember we talked about was one being my last name, how you couldn't ever pronounce it, and two was like kind of like what I'm doing and where I'm headed right now. I mean, you know, the name thing though, I wanted to talk about the most because I found out not too long ago, my grandfather, when he got his citizenship, he changed the spelling of the last name.
Great Grandpa Papyrus.
Well, just my grandpa.
Grandpa Papyrus.
Yeah, so it was like spelt with like a Y or some shit. Before it was like spelt with like a P.
Like Pappy Russ.
Like PYP. Some I don't even know, dude. My dad has a picture of it, and I have to have him like forward it to me. But he changed the spelling of the name like to I don't know make it more American. I don't know, Americanized it. I don't know. Just he changed it to what it is now, and.
Interesting.
I thought that was crazy, like to find out that, like, you know, I don't know if maybe it was like pronounced slightly different, or maybe he, you know, changed it to make it sound like it's more American, like sounding like it's spelled how it sounds how it's spelled, but it still doesn't. You know? But I don't know. Either way, interesting fact about me is my last name isn't technically like how my last name is spelled. Isn't technically how my, I guess, ancestors or like, you know, generations before me had spelled it.
Damn.
So that was interesting that I found out.
That's wild.
So that's one thing about me.
Interesting.
So there you go. I had to loop it back to that because
that's true.
That's the one thing I did want to talk about last time. Was just that because you mentioned you didn't know how to say my last name, and quite frankly, I don't even know if I know how to say my last name.
That's fair.
I've been saying Pipiras for my whole life, so that's what it is.
Papyrus, got it. Just kidding. No, that's interesting because my family actually has a similar story. So they Americanized our family name as well.
Oh yeah.
Completely different reasons though. So my great grandparents, they were from Hungary, the country of Hungary, which is in Eastern Europe, and they had actually escaped from the Nazis back in like the 1920s. Came to America, and our old name, so Bognar is my current name. Our old name was Newman, which is very like Jewish name.
Really? Okay.
And so when we came to America, I guess that was the name that they had decided on or were given. I'm not sure.
Huh.
But to sound less Jewish is why, and like kind of protect the family. Even though like I'm not Jewish by any means. My grandpa was Jewish, but Judaism is weird because it's like religion and a race or like a I don't know.
Never.
And so yeah. So they changed their name to Bognar, which I guess sounds more American.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah. So that's wild.
Yeah. That's some
history.
That's some history. That's cool shit. Yeah. I don't know if it was. Now that you think about it, you make me think about it. I mean, I don't know if it was my great grandfather. Were they still over? I don't know.
What's your heritage? What are you?
So
Polish?
I asked my Yes, I am. I am Polish, Irish.
Same.
I'm Polish, Irish, German, Lithuanian, and Bohemian.
Shit. So still, a lot of Eastern Europe.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was when my grandfather came over, if he came over separate, or if it was that his family was already established here.
Sure.
And then later on throughout his life, he decided to change his name. I'm not sure. Either way, my grandpa is the one that changed his name from what it was previously before to the spelling that it is now. And
damn.
Yeah. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's one interesting fact about me is I have a different spelling of my last name technically. So, but yes, okay. Had to mention that before. Now,
hell yeah.
Back to your questions. Sorry, I just had to mention that.
Let's get into them. There's 18 of them.
Okay.
Some are some quick hitters. Should be easy.
Are these questions that you created, or are these like pretty much the same questions that were asked before in this?
Pretty much the same questions that were asked before. I did add a few of my own.
No, but like from this, the thing that you drew inspiration from.
Yeah, inside the
same
actor studio. A few of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Most of them are. But yeah, I did add my own personal questions in there as well. Again, some are some quick hitters. Some might make you think a little bit more. Either way, this will let the world know a little bit more about you.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right. We'll start off easy. What's your favorite word?
My favorite word?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's so versatile. I mean, you could use it for anything.
Fair.
You can create a whole sentence with the word.
That's
fuck
fair.
The fucking fucker. Fucking fuck.
Fucker.
Fucking fuck.
Fair. I'll cross off number 8 because that was what is your favorite curse word?
Oh, there you go. Well, I guess if you want to say, okay, well, clean version, I guess favorite
clean word. Yes.
Clean word. I would say my favorite clean word, I guess.
Now I got to put the explicit tags on YouTube. Thanks, Kyle.
Sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Whatever. A word I would say comes to mind is beauty or beautiful.
Nice.
Because when you look at something and when you see it, when you feel it, you feel it's beautiful and it resonates with you.
So you got an emotion with the word.
Yes. And then also, but the thing is with it too is, depending on how you look at life, like there's beauty in all places. There's beauty everywhere.
True.
And beauty is all around us, and it's just got a matter of your perspective and how you look at things.
It's true. Dude, an architect might see this bookshelf and see, oh yeah, the wood with the metal. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. So, yeah, it's one of my. I guess it's one of the words that I like to use a lot to describe something, and
I like it.
It's one of those things that kind of like is a feeling too. You just feel like something is. It brings you joy and happiness when you see something. You're like, wow, that's beautiful.
That's a good word. I like it. Flip the switch. What's your least favorite word?
Least favorite word. Oh shit. I would say my least favorite word would be, I don't know, like anything demeaning, I guess. Like
negative.
Yeah, anything that has like a negative tie to it. What would come? No, I can't say no because I like to say no a lot. Tell people no all the time. I mean, just when you get told no, that just kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
My least favorite word. Damn, dude, I don't know. That's a weird question. I've never been asked what's my least favorite word.
It is tough. It is tough.
Because I know a lot of people like don't like moist. Like for whatever reason they don't like the word moist. And I was just like, why? Doesn't make sense to me. But what is my least favorite word to hear?
Well, to hear and or the definition of. So I know my least favorite word, what's the word for like how you say words? Etymology? Is that right? I think that's right. That sounds right. Of like how words are pronounced.
Yeah.
Is grotto. I don't like that word.
Grotto?
Yeah. I just feel like just saying it makes me feel like grimy. Yeah, grotto. It's got a lot of hard like but like a grotto in like the definition of and like the actual thing can be a very beautiful thing as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just the word grotto. Not into it. Just the way that it's like said. That makes it my least favorite word.
Oh man.
Or, I mean, it could be a definition of a word. Like something, I mean, grimy is like a...
You know what's just funny? I was like literally thinking grimy or gritty.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. It's like, for me, like, I don't think words bother me. Like, there's not a lot of things that, like, really stick with me with, like, with...
Strikes a chord with you.
I've never really felt like there's a word that really strikes a chord with me. Like... A lot of girls don't like the C word. You can't throw the C word out there. It's like fucking hits you hard.
And I'm not a fan of that word as well.
No, but you see it like
I like when British people say it. I will say that.
Like this shit just doesn't resonate with me. Like it just goes right through me. Words just go right through me. I don't know. There's not a lot of stuff that like really shakes me.
That's fair.
I mean, it's only unless you're like talking down to me and you're like, it's like a negative like tone or it's like if I'm trying to do something and I get denied. I would probably say least favorite word. Okay, debt. I don't like debt. Debt sucks.
DEBT.
Debt. Student loan debt, mortgage loan debt, whatever, credit card debt. Debt is just as a damper on your life and your mood, and no matter what you do, debt sucks. And it's like more so debt in anything. But when I hear debt,
something.
Owing somebody else something. Like when I hear the word debt, it's just like, fuck. Like
that is a rough one.
It sucks. I guess you could say that.
Fair enough.
I guess you could say that.
I like that. Debt. I don't like that word either.
Debt.
Screw that silent B. Get that shit out. Cool. Number 3. What is the last book that you've read?
Oh fuck.
Don't look at my books. Don't cheat.
Dude, this is one thing that I've been telling myself I need to do is read more. Book I read through and through. Can I just name a book that I've read like in my life that I like? It's like honestly, it probably was the last book that I read through and through. Was The Outsiders.
You can literally say whatever you want. Yes.
Yeah, The Outsiders, man.
That's a good book.
Literally all throughout school and everything, like anywhere, like I was never a good reader. I swear I probably had undiagnosed like ADHD or something. Like I just could not focus on reading. Even now, like I really can't focus on reading. But
yeah,
the one book that I did read through and through was The Outsiders.
Damn.
I don't know what about it, what it was about it that I got totally sucked in. It really painted a picture for me. I was able to see it like the whole time era and everything, and just like the story of it. I don't know. It just yeah. I read it through and through, and I liked it. But I'm sure there's a lot of other cool books out there. I did buy Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And the book that he did about with like the Hell's Angels. Fuck, I can't remember what the title of that one is. What you got? There it goes. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I've seen that movie a few times. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, it's an awesome.
But yeah, I got that book, and I got the book with him where he like travels around with the Hell's Angels.
Is it that one?
You have it too?
I probably do. Give me one sec. Oh, maybe it's not. This one's called The Proud Highway is the one that I have. I'm not sure if that's... I know that's a collection of like letters and stories that he wrote while on the road, but I'm not sure if that's with the Hells Angels or not.
No, it's the Fear and Loathing Letters, Volume 1.
Oh, so it's not. Okay.
So I mean, is this like just some random things that he did while he was...
I think that's just a collection. I've read most of that book. I think that's just a collection of like letters and just works that he wrote while on the road while he was living the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Interesting. Yeah, from what I know of Hunter S. Thompson, he was a very interesting man.
He was something. You ever heard of like his day to day of like his typical day of like what he would do?
When he like wake up, snort a line.
Yeah, 4 PM, snort a line of coke. Go shooting, snort a line of coke, have coffee, read the paper, write a little of the book, more coke throughout the night.
What a life.
A fifth of whiskey.
like what a life.
What's something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4, Brett Favre might be a little bit tough. Well, maybe not. What was the last movie you saw? Either I guess it'd probably be on like Netflix or like... I don't think they've made any new movies, have they?
Netflix?
No, like in general. Like to go to a movie theater and see like a new movie that's come out? Has any new movies came out?
They've been like releasing. I think you can
stream them.
You can stream it. You can pay to rent it or whatever, and you stream it. Last movie I watched was Wall-E. I've not seen it before, and I watched it and I liked it. I like Pixar
I've seen
movies.
Wall-E all the way through.
Oh no, It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
But that he kind of goes over like global warming and like I don't know, people like leaving the planet and living on a spaceship and like
the advancements in technology. The advancements in technology got so great that humans just didn't really need to do anything, so they just became these just fat sacks of skin and blobs. And they're just all like on these chairs floating around doing whatever, and they have all these other robots and other things doing whatever the hell that they want them to do, and they're living on this huge spaceship and they can't go back to Earth because Earth is just full of garbage and full of trash. And Wall-E is this type of robot that for the amount of trash that there is on the planet, they make these like small little compact like blocks of trash.
Oh, sure.
And then he like builds up
He's
and he
just
makes like towers out of them.
Compactor.
Yeah, he's a little compactor, and he just makes little like towers of trash. But no, I mean it was a good movie with a good message, and it was just very well done. I've never seen it before, so I watched it the other weekend, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty cool. The other other Pixar movies that I've watched before that was Up. I haven't seen Up before.
I just watched Up.
Yeah,
I think a week or two ago. Yeah,
that's another good one.
time.
Pixar is good. Like they have
good.
They have good movies, man.
Dude, Pixar is phenomenal.
One of my favorites is I believe it's Pixar is or Disney and Pixar is fucking Finding Nemo.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Like not even Finding Dory, like just Finding Nemo.
The original.
The original, like it's just done so well, and I feel like it's like you're really underwater the whole time. Like
damn,
I don't know. I like it. I like Finding Nemo. It's a good movie.
That is a good one. My favorite is Ratatouille. If you've ever seen that.
Yeah, Ratatouille's pretty good.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think it's the chef in me that like,
the chef
enjoys it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Remy cooking
yeah.
up. Cool. Number 5. What is your favorite album?
Ooh.
Could either be right now or of all time. Up to you.
Ooh. Okay. Hold on. I gotta. You have to excuse me. I have to look at favorite album.
Or both. Right now or of all time.
Okay, so of all time. Oh man. I would say
all time is tough.
All time is tough. But
it's like it's got to be an album, like through and through. Every song's got to be great.
Yeah, every song. Oh, fuck. Dude, you can't ask me that question because I like music way too much. There's like so much. There's so much out there. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of Mac Miller. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I mean, Swimming was good. The Divine Feminine was great. I feel like the Divine Feminine is like what really like got him like started to like tune in on his like really good sound. I always loved Good AM or Good Morning. I'm not really sure how he wanted it to be pronounced. Like, is it Good Morning or is it Good AM? You know, like everybody says it's Good AM, but I mean, was he really just trying to say Good Morning?
Right.
You know, and that was one of my favorite rap albums. So I like Mac Miller and Isaiah Rashad. His what is it? Sylvia demo. Great album. Fuck, I can't think of his other ones. The Sun's Tirade is his latest one that came out. That one's a really good one too.
Damn. Isaiah
Rashad, yeah. The last thing he dropped was last album we dropped was in 2016.
Whoa.
It's already 4 years ago.
Damn.
So yeah. But like I've been really into Tame Impala too. Tame Impala's latest album, The Slow Rush.
I don't think I've heard their latest album.
It's really good.
See, for Tame Impala, I love their old stuff. The psychedelic rock.
But it's still the same. It's still the
Not
same
even
way.
before Currents.
Before Currents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, I don't even know what the name of the albums were.
Inner Speaker.
Inner Speaker. Yep. And there's one more.
Lonerism.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both of those are probably my favorites that they've made. And they're like total psychedelic rock. Like they've got some songs that kind of drone on and like take you to a whole different place.
That's awesome.
But like, yeah, super good music in my opinion.
I would say, although, everything is great, like if there's one album or one mixtape or something that I can put on, it would be one of, I gotta say 3, okay? I gotta say, no, oh man. Okay. No, it's if we narrow it, you gotta narrow it down to one. We gotta narrow it down to one.
That 10 out of 10 album.
Surf with Donnie Trumpet and the Social Experiment. I
Ooh.
believe it's Donnie Trumpet and the Social Experiment.
Yeah.
Surf. It's got a wide variety of everything in there, done very well. Chance the Rapper is mixed in with it too, along with we got J. Cole, we've got Busta Rhymes in some of it too.
Dang.
We've got oh fuck, dude, I don't know, man. There's a ton of people that are involved with it, and it's just through and through a great album. It's pretty lengthy too, and then there's parts of it too where if you listen to it while you're a little high, like it gets pretty intense too with the trumpet. You're just like, oh fuck,
dude, I've got
shit, and then it just, I don't know, it hits you in a way.
Dude, I've got I don't even know what you want to call it, a mantra that any song with horns is a good song.
Oh yeah.
That's my standpoint.
Surf, Donnie Trumpet and the Social Experiment.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Great, 16 songs.
Whoa,
I believe. Yeah, just a fucking great album. I would say of all time, if I put something on for anybody, like for a party or something, that would be it.
Damn.
It's got a wide variety of stuff in there. I like it. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. It's a great album.
I'm gonna listen to it. I like that. Cool. Number 6. What inspires you?
To constantly be better than myself previously. To I guess you could say, my mistakes inspire me. Things I look back on and things that I could have improved on. The reason why I'm here today, my redemption. Helping me grow, be better. My mistakes inspire me.
I like that.
I want to always be better than my past self, and always want to be improving myself to be a better person. Year over year.
Yeah.
Autumn after autumn, fall after fall.
Dang. Always looking out for future Kyle.
But still remaining in the present.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna do me, but I'm gonna get there.
And then also, I mean, like outside sources too. I don't want to make it sound like I'm like self-absorbed, but other things that do inspire me is other bits of music, other artists, friends and family, people that are there for you through and through, that offer help or want to like support. That inspires me.
Oh yeah.
Friendship, friends, everything. Just
dude,
it's inspiring.
Hell yeah. Success
it always
and support inspires success and support.
Yeah, because not only do I want to, I mean, I do want to succeed in life and I want to do great things, but I want to also like be around with my friends and bring people up with me. I want to like, I want to partner with a team. I want to bring a team up. I don't want to be on my own doing things. I want to, be a team and like, as help us all grow. That's inspiring to me, is just being able to, help others grow while I grow myself as well. So.
Amen. Oh yeah, I like that. Cool. Flip flop it. What turns you off? Like what uninspires you?
Stank puss turns me off.
Stank puss turns me off. Did not see that coming. Same.
Stank puss, and I won't be long. Oh man.
Oh goddamn.
Turns me off. No. What really turns me off is, just as a person, when there is just the pollution and like people just not giving a shit,
Sure.
When you are so self-absorbed where you just don't give a shit about, yourself or others or any other life form around you, going into the city and you see like all the trash everywhere, it's like, how can somebody just literally take their shit and just throw it out there?
Dude.
Like, it just bothers me.
Dude.
That turns me off so much, and it just grinds my gears. And then to see how the world is right now with landfills. Like, I live in the Falls by the waste management dump there. It's a huge landfill. gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Every week, I feel like it grows another like 10 feet. It feels.
Seriously.
It's disgusting. It smells terrible. There's days where I walked out of my apartment today and it smelled like shit, and it's so gross.
Really?
And it's
Whoa.
like,
and you don't really live that near the dump.
I don't live like right next to it. Like
No.
there's houses that literally live right next to it on that road.
I don't know how they do that.
Terrible. I don't.
You're probably
get
a
it.
good like 5 miles away from the dump.
Yeah, it's. But I can still see, like if I drive down the road, I can see it.
That's true.
Fucking a huge trash mountain, man.
That's true.
That's what turns me off is going and looking and seeing that every single day. It's like, what are we doing as a human race? Just piling our problems and our dirt and our trash onto the rug. Literally, that's what we're doing.
Dude, you have no idea.
It's disgusting.
Living, at least where we are in Tosa, like having the freeway right there, like just going to the freeway, and really I feel like any freeway, if you're like getting on, looking like the grass of like the on-ramp, all trash. All
Why?
McDonald's wrappers and cups and Starbucks cups. And even the other day I saw a lady literally throw like a whole like Happy Meal out of her window onto the ground, like in just like I think it was just like a sidewalk or whatever. And it's just like she just drove off. I was like, what the fuck did I just see?
That's absurd. That's
You
ridiculous.
can't just keep that in your car until you get home and drop it in the trash?
That's ridiculous.
Or anywhere that you go. Literally every single place that you could possibly go has a trash can. Like,
that's just leaving your mess for somebody else. It's not taking responsibility.
right. And what sucks is like those areas don't really get cleaned up all that often. Like, who's worrying about some on-ramp? Nobody. It's
But that's
off the side of the road, whatever.
But yeah,
Ridiculous though.
that really grinds my gears. I don't like it. I don't like when I see people do it. It's like, pick that up. Come on now.
True.
It bothers me.
Same. Dude, that's what it... I mean, I try to live a low-waste lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, dude, I'll reuse things, like, whatever, as much as I can, at least. Or, like, try not to buy, like, new stuff. I don't know. I feel like I don't create all that much trash. But, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with it. We suck as a human race with trash. We need to do
totally
better,
do.
Is really where I'm going with it.
We totally do. Oh, I mean,
I think we
what is
can
it,
all do better.
Sweden, like they're like a completely like 100% renewable, and they like don't they
Really?
import trash?
Oh shit!
Like,
To
they, like,
recycle?
Yeah,
Damn.
no, they import the trash to like burn it and create methane gas to help power cities and towns and stuff.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I mean Sweden is like I'm pretty sure it's Sweden, isn't? I don't know.
I'm not
Is Sweden
sure.
a country? I don't know.
Sweden's country. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought Sweden's like I'm pretty sure it's Sweden. They're like importing trash, or like they have imported in the past,
Mm-hmm.
just to burn it and or do whatever they got to do with it to make fuel out of it. And why is it that the rest of the world hasn't adapted to that? Especially America. Like,
I think a lot of the world has sort of adapted that. America, we've got land, we've got landfills, we're good. I think that's the problem. Is that, for instance, I was just in Iceland. Literally, like, they take trash and like recycling extremely seriously.
yeah,
And like all the companies need to have like up to their standards of like packaging to be able to like even sell in the country.
yeah.
And it's because they're on an island. Like, what are they going to do with it all? I think the problem with the United States is like we're huge. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
we have a
we are not living on
vastly
top of each
growing
other.
population.
I mean, we do, but it works out where we'll just build mountains with our trash. You know
That's
what I mean?
terrible.
And
That's terrible.
even, for instance, I was in Costa Rica a long time ago, and like they're the same way. I mean, they're obviously not really like a first world country by any means. They live literally on the equator, but they already know, like, we don't have the, like, infrastructure to even, like, handle that kind of trash. We need to be more conscious of, like, the packaging and what we can do. And, like, I feel like the United States, we just don't care.
We don't care.
And again, it all comes back to the money. It's the cheapest product. I can either package my Coca-Cola in this plastic bottle that's going to take hundreds of years to decompose, or I could save a few, or, like, spend a few more pennies and get, like, some sort of actually recyclable bottle. We got all
this trash in the ocean, too.
Oh, we're fucked.
All this trash in the ocean.
We're fucked.
The world
I went to school for water resource management. It was the most depressing shit ever. Pretty much every single teacher was just like, well, we're screwed here, so we need to figure out a way to, like, clean up what we've been doing for the last 50 years, or, like, we're not going anywhere.
No, I mean, yeah, no, we're fucked.
It's bad.
There's so many different ways that we could be doing things, and we're just not doing them, and it bothers me.
Same. Alrighty. Number 8. What's your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Heard that. Number 9. What sound or noise do you love? Number 10. That's a good ass sound.
It's like
I do enjoy that sound.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off with
Cameron.
Cameron. He just all the time. Just so
For
easy.
real.
This is noise I know how to make, at least. Yeah.
That's a good noise. Hell yeah.
Wet water drip.
I don't know if I can do that. I can't. What sound or noise do you hate? This?
My alarm clock. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate the sound of an alarm clock.
You just got
in the morning. Yeah, I got that, and I got one on my phone that's like, it's kind of similar to that. It's like some kind of siren or alarm or whatever. Either way, just the sound of an alarm to wake me up in the morning sucks. It just, like, is haunting.
I feel you. Cool. Number 11. I think we've kind of already answered this through this podcast as well. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Other than the one that I have right now, yeah, music, production,
right,
and radio host.
Outside of that, what?
Outside of that, ooh, okay.
If you could do anything,
if I could do anything, I think it would be pretty tight to be an astronaut.
That would be tight.
It'd be pretty fucking wild to be up in space and
go
working
to
on
the moon.
shit. And anything could go wrong at any moment in time, which is very scary and crazy, but the views that you would get out in space, the knowledge that you would have.
Did you watch the was it SpaceX that made it to the International Space Station about 2 months ago?
Yeah, they had those two guys in there or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I was in Madison watching that with Conrad, and I don't know, it was awesome just to see that. But we were talking about it. We're like, what are they doing up there? Like, do they, like, take parts or, like...
Yeah, what do
are they engineers? Like, are they adding to this space station? Like, hey, we brought the radio. We got the microwave and some hot pockets. What's up? You know, like, what are they, like, some sort of experiments?
Yeah,
they have to be doing something.
Yeah, they have to be doing something.
Like, I'm not sending you up there to just fart around and be in space, you know?
They have to be doing something. There's something going on.
But, like, I don't know, the whole broadcast that we, like, watched, they never explained what they were doing. And, like, they came back a few months later, and, like, that's about it.
We're back now.
But, like, yeah, what did they add something to it? Like, did they send something else off of it?
Maybe it was just like a test to be like, hey,
you made it there.
You made it here. We did it. Now you guys can come back really short and quick. Well, while you're up there, you should work on this stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they need to be some sort of engineers or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wild.
I'm sure they're doing something up there, but we're not gonna know about it. Talking
Who
to
knows?
aliens, maybe.
Maybe
There was
negotiating.
there was something that came out earlier within this month here of September about sightings of UFOs. Like there was something
Really?
in like New Jersey, something was going on over in the UK, something like Colorado.
Damn.
There was like video, and I don't know if this is legit or not. Like, but there was a video of people in New Jersey. They were on the highway. People were stopped, dead in their tracks on the highway, and people have masks on, so you know this is like kind of recent.
Yeah.
Because of COVID and everything. So you know it's at least, you know,
Within
even
the last
if
2 months,
at least
4 months.
yeah, within the past couple of months, even if it wasn't like technically this month, but either way, within this past year, there's a video of people like pulled over off the side of the highway or just stopped in the highway on the lane, and they're filming this object floating in the sky, and it looks like it's like an image of what your typical UFO that you would think of would look like, you know.
Damn.
And just but it's sitting there and it's just hovering, and then like real faint you can kind of see like a helicopter kind of like come up to it or do whatever and like circle around it. But why don't we hear about that, you know?
That's wild.
But it could also be, you know, edited. It could be an image that was edited on a video, but they were on a highway, and like there's like they're showing other people that were like stopping and looking at it too, and it was just sitting there.
That's
So
weird.
I don't know. And then there was another thing in like in the UK where like they were like flying around in like some kind of crazy pattern.
Damn.
I don't know. Communication with aliens. Maybe they're watching us. Maybe they're like, you guys are fucking up your planet. You guys gotta get your shit together. Maybe they're coming to tell us that.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That is crazy though. Because didn't the Pentagon or whatever Department of God knows what, didn't they just release like and pretty much said like, yep, we've actually have seen like unidentified like flying objects that were not created on Earth. I'm pretty sure like the Pentagon like released or like declassified like a bunch of reports saying like, don't know where this thing is from.
Wow.
And like, I don't know. That's wild. That like it's
but then if that's
still happening
like,
recently though.
why isn't that like national news? Why isn't that world news? Why isn't that being talked about? That's pretty important, crazy shit.
That's a great
Are
question.
we really that self-absorbed? Are we really that absorbed with this whole political debate and this like stupid
Right.
scare within the country about just this world full of hatred that everybody has towards one another and towards certain viewpoints? You know, it's like, are we so wrapped up in that we can't look beyond it and understand that there is life form beyond here? Which you got to think about is it's got to be there's got to be shit out there.
Oh,
There's got to be shit
100%.
out there because there's so many different universes out there, and there's so many different, you know, I don't know, there's so many different fucking just endless possibilities.
There's got to be.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm sure
just
there's
goes on.
And I'm sure there is
forever.
I'm sure there is a you know, some type of life force within the universe that is far more advanced than us, that has the ability to travel from galaxy to galaxy, from universe to universe, and you know, study to see what's a good planet and like what's going on, and like, hey, let's communicate with these people, see what's going on. So there's got to be shit out there. There's got to be.
It's got to be. I'm with you 100% there. Yeah. I guess opposite of the last question. What profession would you not like to do?
I would not like to be a what is it?
Bomb tester.
Bomb diffuser. No, what is like people that deal with like plumbing and like go underground and like the sewers and the pipes and shit like that actually have to fix like shit, like mass amounts of shit, like
A plumber.
like, yeah, like a
Or
high end
industrial,
industrial plumber. You know?
Everybody's toilets are coming through this pipe.
Like
and
you have
gotta
to like
fix that
like
pipe.
you have to like strap up in like some severely tight, some crazy tight like rubber outfit, like as if you're gonna go scuba diving, but you're just going in shit. Would not want that either. Would not want that.
True. I feel like they did that on like Dirty Jobs, where they would literally like giant man-sized pipes and like crawling through fucking just shit.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a job. So anything like that, I don't want to deal with it.
No, all right, we're moving on. Where would you like to live?
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I've never even been there, but I would like to go to Hawaii. Being able to like live out in Hawaii, or Australia, like or New Zealand. You know, Australia, New Zealand.
Fair.
Never been there either, but I would love to just go there, and because I see, you know, everybody else that's been there, pictures, images, everything that's out there. Plus, I feel like Australia, New Zealand is filled with so much beauty, so many beautiful people.
True.
Beautiful landscapes, mountainous ranges, you know, beaches, cities. You just get a real good mix of it all.
True.
And I feel like that would be, you know, somewhere that I would want to live. It would be cool to go to. Yeah. But within the States, I would probably want to live in like Colorado. I think that would be kind of cool. Or, you know, I haven't ever traveled anywhere out east. Like I went to Maine and everything, but I feel like that's like really foresty.
Maine is gorgeous.
Yeah. And if I can like live in like a secluded like
the
forest.
Cape Sounds. Oh, they're great.
Yeah. I want to live in like I want to live ideally in a secluded area on a like either like on a mountain or like, you know, on a hill that like kind of like overlooks a valley. And just like be away from people.
Fair.
You know, just like, you know, have my own property, my own land that I can go shooting on, that I can grow some stuff on, that I can like play music as loud as I want. I can do whatever, not have anybody near me to fuck with me.
Yeah.
Ideally, that's what I would want. No matter where that is, that's just kind of like what I want. You know,
yeah.
Or at least just I don't like a location where it's like it's just secluded enough to where I don't have to have anybody around me. So, but
legit
anywhere like places in general, like kind of like more tropical, I guess, tropical or like warmer. Hawaii, Australia, or New Zealand. I think it would be cool to live.
I like it. Let's see here. Number 14. Name something you think is a masterpiece. I always find this question difficult.
There's so many things that come to mind. But I don't want to sound like a dick.
Well, and that's not the thing, but like a masterpiece can be it can be taken so many different ways. For instance, like I could tell you that I think I don't know, Shelby Cobra from 1950, whatever that one is a masterpiece. Or I could say, you know, Michelangelo's whatever is a masterpiece. Or like Da Vinci's design for this was a masterpiece.
I would say...
Or Mozart is a masterpiece.
I was going to bring up Mozart, yeah. But I think like with the word masterpiece, it just brings up something classic, you know? It just like... It solidifies its point in time.
Oh yeah.
You know?
That's a good way to put that.
But what is it? What is something that kind of withstands the test of time?
True.
You know, and that can also be something that is classic, that like preserves its spot in history and also carries on throughout time. You know, that's a masterpiece. The thing that kind of comes to mind is it Van Gogh, his Starry Night?
Yeah.
That's a really good. I feel like it's a really good painting. That's kind of a masterpiece. You know, just every time I like see images of that, I just stare deep into it, and I would always I want to see like the actual
The hillside.
Yeah, I want to. Well,
the inspiration for it or whatever.
Not only that, but like I want to see, like just the painting live in person. I want to see the strokes.
Oh,
the paint
sure.
strokes. The image itself. Like, what is the emotion that went into it? How deep? How
I wonder where
delicate,
that's. Do you know where it's at?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I think Max was telling me that there is a restaurant in Vegas that has a lot of like original paintings by him.
Really?
Or at least like has a lot of original paintings, like from a lot of like, um, classical artists and everything.
Dang.
But a masterpiece though, in general, like I don't know. I feel that women are a masterpiece. The way that I like they are just women are just able to create life and provide comfort and love and care and compassion and it's a masterpiece. Like motherly love that you get, the care of a woman, it's just God's creation, the universe's creation, natural creation. It's a natural masterpiece.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's a good answer.
I have a lot of respect for women. They go through a lot of shit, take a lot of shit.
Heard that.
Still now in even today's world, they get shit on like all throughout the workforce, work life, and not compensated equal.
Yeah.
But it's just they're throughout history nurturers and caretakers and supporters.
They're the ones who are running all
and just
this.
to have that naturally, like that is a universal masterpiece.
Oh hell yeah!
Just instinct, and it's for all like species too.
Oh yeah.
Like when's the last time you I mean, there comes to a point where you have to like obviously like within nature where you have to like break off, but like you always hear stories about bears like attacking somebody to protect their cubs.
Oh, it's a mama bear.
Yeah, don't fuck with no mama bear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, in the terms of art, I guess you can say the painting Starry Night, I think, is a masterpiece. But in life in general, I think the creation of woman was a masterpiece.
I like it. Good answers. Very good answers. Number 15. What quality do you like the most in a significant other?
Sense of humor. I have a dark, twisted kind of sense of humor. And if you can catch on to that and you can play along and you can understand me and not be offended by anything that I like say, that goes a long way. Right. It goes a long way.
I like it. Cool. What do you value most in your friends?
Compassion and understanding, allowing me to be myself and unapologetically.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know, just the comfort that you have with friends that you can really open up and be yourself, like you can really just be whoever, and like they're gonna love you no matter what. Like, that's what friends are for, and they're here to help you out and back you up and be there for you when you're down, and like just allowing me to be me and you still hanging out with me. That's all I can really ask for.
I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
If we're all having a good time and we keep the vibes rolling, we'll keep hanging out.
Amen.
Yeah.
They should encourage that. Like, you should be you.
Yeah. That's the point.
That would be me.
Yeah.
I like it. Number 17. Last two. What are you currently looking forward to?
Currently looking forward to a lot of changes in my life, man. I'm currently looking forward to getting a house. I'm moving back with my dad for a little bit until I find a house, and then starting on my own journey and having my own property and being in control.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm really looking forward to. Also looking forward for COVID to end, and all these travel bans to be lifted, so I can go places and do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm looking forward to as well, and just continuing my focus within music and my radio and my productions, and improving on myself. Just I'm looking forward to just overall change.
Oh yeah.
I want to change from where I am now. I want to change for something better.
I like it.
So, and it's all in due time, and it'll happen.
Looking out for future Kyle.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah. I like that. Finally, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
What's up? You made it.
What's up?
I don't know. Like, what would you say in this situation? What like? Let me ask you that question.
What would I say?
What would you say?
Dude, I will want it to be fucking hype. Danny B, you made it, my dude. Like, dude, I want just what's up, dude? Like a greeting. Like, I don't know. I want God to be on my level. Like,
yeah,
stoked. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I would want heaven to be. I don't want it like, I don't know. I feel like my picture of heaven, at least when I was younger, was like this kind of like everything's clean and like,
oh yeah, clean, bright,
perfect and bright and like
fluffy.
Sophisticated. But like at the end of the day, when I'm thinking about it, I want like my heaven to be how I talk to people and like my lifestyle, where it's just like I don't need fancy.
Right.
Like I'm cool with, I don't know, I like a little grunge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would hope that heaven would cater to that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, so like everybody has their own image of what their heaven would be like. I mean, I don't know if heaven existed, what would heaven be like for me, and what would I want God to say to me
at the pearly gates.
At the pearly gates.
You just arrived. You're looking out. You can see past him. You see Kyle's
just
heaven.
Coming up to me. He
whatever you like.
Comes up and just gives me a good old handshake, a hug, says welcome to the rest of your time, and just shows me the most amazing landscapes of like mountainous ranges, rivers flowing, water going, like people living freely together, like living on their own, doing whatever that they want. Anything that you could imagine comes to mind. He just shows me around, just comes here and just says, welcome. I don't need like a huge introduction or just like a subtle. Cause it's like, it's chill. I'm here to chill and live out my time.
I like it.
If that is the case, it's just a real good, solid welcoming. Just like hot, like, Kyle, how's it going?
You made it.
You made it.
Welcome. You
did some stupid shit when you were down on Earth.
You had me in the first half, but you turned around.
You did some stupid shit, and you masturbated way too much. But you're here now.
But you know what? The good you did outweighed all of that. So, welcome aboard.
It's like you were a fucking weirdo, man. You did some stupid shit. Should not have taken edibles. Should have drank so much all those other times. You made a fool of yourself. But other times you pulled through and you did the right thing.
You've made it.
You made it.
Amen.
Nah. But I mean, real quick, like, is that what you believe like is beyond here? Is a heaven? Or
is that what I believe? I don't know what I believe, to be honest with you. I think the closest thing that I believe, I have a book here. It's called The Tibetan Book of the Dead. And the way that they describe the afterlife is something that kind of has resonated with me. And what they describe is that there's like 7 rings that you would go to.
Okay.
And it all depends upon like how you portrayed yourself or like acted in your previous life. So if you do a lot of good, you'll be in a ring that's all good. Like everything's gonna go your way. And you like be reborn into that world.
Right.
Whereas if you're not good, like kind of like hell, you would be born into like the worse off place.
Right.
But they sort of do believe in like a reincarnation sort of deal, where like you are reborn into this world. It's not like that is your life from there on out. Like in this new place, you could be a total POS, a piece of shit, and like, sorry, next life you're going back down the ladder.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I kind of think of that is probably closest to what I would believe in, and that like I don't know, I'm a huge proponent of like karma, like good karma,
Right.
and like doing good for others, good things are gonna come to you, and like that sort of thing. Where if like you attract positivity, like positive things are gonna be like headed your way as well. Yeah,
I totally believe in
and
it.
like I feel like if you live your whole life like that, guess what? The afterlife is gonna be like that as well. What that is, it's tough to say, but I kind of feel like you'd be more so like kind of reincarnated ish, or like start a new life elsewhere.
Yeah. I can agree with that. I feel like they're like my belief on the whole system that within life is that I do believe in reincarnation. I do believe that when you pass in this life, I feel like you do get they always talk about how like you see your life flash before your eyes and blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you do go through like a phase when you pass, that your spirit and your soul goes through life and they see things that you've done, or you learn truths to your life that you always like were wondering. You see these events that have happened.
Yeah.
You have full understanding of your life, but then it kind of like you know throughout the spirit realm, I guess you can say.
Sure.
You go on this journey, and you're just kind of going from one soul, one life to another, and from with that, it's like you kind of, you would think that you would remember it, but you really don't. Like I feel like deja vu
Mm-hmm.
comes from reincarnation. It comes from like I've lived this before.
Yeah.
And I believe in like that there's heaven and hell on earth, and depending on what you did in past lives, kind of like helps you out within your future lives and your future selves, and like what is it that you're going to be bringing for yourself in the future.
Yeah.
And I'm not so sure about if you're a human now, if you do shitty, you're going to be reincarnated as like a fucking ant. I don't
Sure.
know. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Could be, could not be, but I feel like humans, if reincarnation is a real thing, it's like more so humans reincarnate into other humans. It's
Sure.
just another life that you have. It could be either the same life, just because maybe you were supposed to do something in this life and it didn't happen.
Like
So you're restarting, and you're like a very similar person. You're going through the same type of interests and hobbies, and you're fine tuning your skills or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, perhaps, or maybe it's just if you did something shitty, you're just gonna go into a shittier type of situation in life. You're gonna grow up in a different area. You're gonna grow up having different beliefs, and you're gonna have to fight that as you get older to really figure out the true you.
Yeah.
And like that's a hell, trying to figure out what the hell you are as a person as you grow up.
Yeah.
What you want, that's I feel like that's a personal hell. And like with heaven being on earth is everything is just right for you. Everything is just works, and you're happy. You figure out who you are, what your thing is, and then like you kind of go through life, and then things just come to you, and you're wealthy, you're happy, you're healthy, everything.
I like it.
That's like a heaven on earth.
Yeah.
You have the ability to do whatever it is that you want, and you're very happy, and you're full of life, and you can support that, and you can keep doing it. That's like a heaven on earth. And I feel like we just kind of keep reincarnating in and out until, we get exactly where we need to be.
I like that. Get exactly to where you need to be.
So
it's an interesting thought.
Yeah, we went through all 18 questions. I feel like that took a lot longer than it should have, but I apologize.
That's the quiz, man. Yeah, well, let's wrap this thing up. It's a little past midnight.
Is it really?
It's past my bedtime.
Shit. Holy shit.
But yeah, thank you all for listening. Check it out on Instagram at _Midwest_perspective. Also on YouTube, a Midwest Perspective. If you want to give a shout out, what's your SoundCloud? What's the SoundCloud?
Kaleidoscope. Yeah, spelled KALIDOZKOPE. Let me confirm that again.
Kaleidoscope. Cope. Doze.
Yep.
Cope.
KALIDOZKOPE.
Cope.
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope.
My SoundCloud. I also have Cosmic Radio. KOZMIK. Radio. Nothing's on there yet, but stay tuned. We'll have some mixes out.
Stay tuned.
And yeah.
And stay tuned. Future episodes coming with an intro and an outro.
We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen.
By Mr. Kyle Pipiras.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Thank you again. Thanks for listening. Kyle, thanks for making the comeback.
Yes, Redemption did it well. It feels like this was a long podcast, honestly.
I can't see how long we've been going, but we've been going.
Yeah, all right. Well, hell yeah. I mean, it's been a good conversation, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah.